What up, guys? How you guys doing? Just got back from the farmers market. We'll go live for an hour for sure, 2 hours tops. I'm trying to respect my own boundaries and not do more than 2 hours. Like 205, sure, 210, but 2 hours suffice. I've been doing this 5 years, starting my sixth season of live podcast. I just tell stories now. I'm not a victim. I'm not a war survivor. I tell stories about robbery of life, robbery of feelings, toxic love, broken codependent relationships, and the healing journey. Especially when working yourself. I'm here for all the queens, boys. This is too much for you. Healing journey, you're fucking up. That's your. If you want to do the healing journey, you do evolve. Stay in a journey, then body hop the whole face. And to call everybody out, you can have everything man-made, but it doesn't make you a better person. Go to church, hire source, preach about it, talk about it, have ink therapy about the Quran, but it doesn't make you a better person as a being. Especially you empathetic queens that you want love. Okay, if you know you offer love, I knew somebody went in Seattle, the farmers market, and they're there at a farmers market. They wasn't there for to talk about their feelings, but my tattoos got their attention, and it's all black and white words. And I tell queens all the time, okay, if you want love, and you know you offer love, why do you deal with toxicity respectfully? Cosmetically, he or she, whatever you're into, is beautiful cosmetically, but inside, hey, what's up, Emo? Hey, how's it going? What's alive? How's your day? How's everything? But inside the broken love, you lost. And you can claim higher source. I go to church. You both go to church. Yeah, but he's a fuck boy. But he loves God. Make that make sense respectfully, bruh. That is called toxic love. Your love, they're toxic love. What are you doing with them respectfully? And I have to call you out. As there kings of the whole universe, why are you stressing about one? Make them make sense. Everyone around you is broken? Potentially, maybe, but start working yourself. Because I promise you, once you comprehend what love is, you will never bitch about life. You know the door is there for both of you. Anybody can leave whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. And nobody can do it for nobody at all. Nobody's the one. I'm waiting for the one to magically show God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors will magically send you somebody. Let's just say they do send somebody. And, because you want love, you can verbalize it, talk about it, preach about it, have tattoos about it. And you do get love. And guess what happens? Scenario, if you're traumatized, you're stuck in your exes, triggers still happening, they could be like, yeah, I offer love. There's a lot of love in you. The downfall is you're still stuck in your exes. I can't finish save you. So you know what? If you don't work on yourself, that's your free one choice. I gotta go. I don't deal with toxicity. I want to be with the queen, king that's in the healing journey, more awakening woke journey, that they know what their love languages are, their standards, their boundaries are. Respectfully, you don't really know what that is yet. And anyone that triggers you, I get crucified. My crown thorns of Jesus. Why do I get crucified? I know nothing to you at all. I'm not here to trigger you. The truth, for all you boys and girls out there, the truth always gonna hurt no matter what. Can't handle the truth, don't offer love. Don't say you want love. If you can't handle the truth, especially the partner you love, then you deserve toxic love because you are toxic love. Because you don't remember that no one has to talk about the feelings at all. But the day that your partner wants to talk about your feelings because they see you're traumatized because your father triggers you, your ex triggers you, what are you going to do to the person that you say you love? Push them away? Then self-sabotage your relationship and to put fear in a positive manner as a warning. They can leave. Anybody can leave whenever they want to, for whatever apparent reason. That is their free one choice. For every realm in the universe, whatever category you put, higher source, whatever you believe in, can you as one being, not your mother cousin, you as one being, handle rejection? The word no. You're too broken, you're too traumatized. If you can't handle that, don't get in relationships, man. They always leave. Anybody can leave. Before the universe, anybody can leave. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How you respond? Or do you live in fear, scared of that? If you live in fear, they're gonna leave me. You have a lot of healing to do, respectfully wise. You know that, right? Because everybody has free one choice. Every day bug ground. And if they do leave, figure out why did they leave? Was it my side? Am I too traumatized? Am I too toxic? Am I too triggering? Or is it their side? If it's their side, rejection is protection. It's a blessing in disguise. Like I say, I'm turning my back, right? Because I say, respect. If tradition was working, why are we all suffering? So what I do, all the traditional corny ways, now let them go. Well, that's the intent. That's the intent. Let them go. But here's the kicker: you can verbalize, I let them go. You want to know the answer? If as one being, well, you let them go. My neck tattoo, your ex-exes. First hard part, forgive. Second part, you can't forget it. You lived it, right? The second hardest part for real, Can you let them go? Do closure for yourself, comprehend why it failed, and do comprehension. What was the red flags of my ex? Then all my exes, my situation, 4 queens, prior to my last girlfriend, right? All my 4 girlfriends, from no, once again, my situation, to tell you a quick story of myself, it took me 4 queens, 2 baby moms, right? 8 kids, 19 years of my personal life in this, relationship world to tell you a story. Nobody taught me this shit. My exes, all 4 of them, not this conversation. My family, all their family, not this conversation. And higher source, God, yeah. Nothing's wrong with church, the Bible, right? God. But can they elaborate these feelings? Potentially it's in the Bible, also terminology, but I haven't talked to anyone yet that actually elaborates correctly, respectfully. Because on my tattoos, all you religious people, I'm always a cat, God is good. Cool, say that, and I'll call you out. God is good, especially the boys. But are you good? What? God is good, but are you good? How you live the life of higher source best as possible? You can say higher source, but you're a fuckboy fuck girl. Don't say higher source, because higher source will not be a fuckboy fuck girl. So why do you choose to be a fuckboy fuck girl? Make that make sense. Shot fired. I love saying that shit. Like what? And all that shit I'm gonna say 10 of my body. And we're gonna say this like higher source can do for me. Say that, do that. If that's factual, if that's factual, then why are you subbing till this day? Why do you make TikTok? Why do you make posts? Fuck my ex, fuck everybody. That's your free one choice, but if higher source can do it for you, why are you struggling with yourself? And here's the best part: why is all your toxic ass family still in toxic relationships? Till this fucking day, and then you go to church, pray to God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe. Make that shit make sense. What's up, number one? How you doing? How's it going? Respectfully, for everybody out there, respectfully. Like, if you want to put all your eggs in one basket and believe higher source can do for you, there's nothing wrong with your belief. Remember this: everyone, we all have free will and choice. That's why when I say it's common, it triggers a lot of people in all those realms. Why? Everyone toxic in one way or another. Oh, for sure, because you know why? We're all traumatized. Everybody's broken initially. What's the term? The big ass term normally says a lot. Everyone's stuck on what? The generational cycle. You want to see a future? Here's the best part. I'm not a fortune teller, but I can tell you future. All you middle school, high school, and toxic relationships, right? You want to see your future? Look at how your parents doing. Oh, I only have a father. I don't have a mother. Oh, there's toxic love every which way. So that's the situation for everybody out there. Your family's toxic. Your grandparents are toxic, and they love God. There's your future. What's the age gap between you and your grandparents? How you doing, number one? Respectfully. So become your grandparents 50 years from now. But I love higher source. I love my partner. Say that. Look at them together. Beautiful home, $1 billion, but as a couple, behind closed door, toxic as fuck. Why would you want to become a toxic ass family? I became all my family till I was 39. Stop that shit in the healing journey. And I tell stories now. And I love all my family. They don't know this conversation. And they all go to church higher source. But I know to this day, 5 years after my breakup, 5 years when I started my healing journey, that they're toxic as a couple behind closed doors, and they brag about everything I made. I tell them, cool, I'm happy you're rich, but look who you have behind. He's still a fuck boy. 5 years after my breakup, she's still a fuck girl. 5 years after my breakup, and you go to church. Both of you go to church for what reason? Both of you say God for what reason? Will God be a fuck boy fuck girl? I doubt very much. So why are you fuck boy fuck girl? Make that make sense, respectfully. That's everybody out there. Like, yo, I keep it simple, black and white. Why sit here? Years of therapy, counseling. Years? You can do years. Keep as it is. You're traumatized, and your therapist, counselor can't tell you day one. Hey, queen, just to let you know, you don't have to comprehend. Nobody can do it for you. What? Nobody? I can't do it for you. That's your feelings, not my feelings. I can tell you stories, but after this conversation, when I get in my car and I'm driving home, I love going home. You get in your car, you're gonna go home. You dread going home. Back to your toxic partner or being alone, because nobody's physically by your side. I know those feelings, the confidence feelings, but I'm not you no more. You're my inner child. I used to be you. So if we keep talking about this day by day, baby steps, you can eventually evolve and let that go. And nothing's wrong with being alone. My face tattoos, it will beat you up at night. You're lonely, the loneliness. You have no physical body by your side. That's what whoops your ass. Everybody go home to a body. Doesn't matter who it is. A physical being. You go home all alone, and you're scared to be alone. Ready for the market tomorrow? Saturday, yeah, for sure. That's why you have 6 likes. Oh, I don't care about likes. Hey, Davey, Loco, all you boys, jump in the box. Teach me shit about life. I challenge my face tattoo. Can't see it. I challenge all the universes, 2D to 10D in the Matrix. Especially you boys. All you fucking boys. I know 1,000. You can't even shit about life. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors can't fix and save you at all. And when you call me out, well, that means God's not powerful. Oh, let me elaborate. He is powerful. How so? I'm gonna get tap my back on top of my neck. So when people behind me look at me, it's gonna say every day above ground, we all, the big word, we all have free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice guy, nice girl. To be narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck girl. AP made their choice. Where you are not changing, you're choosing. There's the answer. What? You're fucking up. You're fucking up. That's your free one choice. God's not fucking up. I'm not fucking up. So why are you fucking up? Make that make sense. You can blame the devil. Everyone has a devil in them. Why do you choose to be the devil? No one put a gun to your head at all for everybody out there. So respectfully, that's why I keep it black and white. If higher source can do for you, till this day, why are you struggling with your mental health? You're physically fit, mentally you're not fit at all. But I want love. Do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, especially you queens, you would not be in toxic love, broken, codependent. You know that door's right there. I preach about doors. Toxic? What's toxic? The fucking door. Leave. What? You bitch about them. Why are you scared to leave? All these doors you go through, you go to work, bathroom, gym, church, the hall, your ancestors. So to call everybody out, and everyone says the same shit. And I say, I'm a broken record. I've been doing this 5 years, going on 6 years, right? So it's hard to leave a toxic relationship. It's easy. I gotta go to work. She's gotta go to work. We both left the toxic relationship. The dilemma for everybody is hard not to go back. But I call you out like I call myself 5 years ago, right? Why do I have to just want to go back to the person that bitch about? I love my kids, co-parenting right now, right? But my last, when I have my second baby moms, it's not the kids, it's part of the equation, right? But it's us as couples. We don't know how to get along. But we both love higher source. So how can we say we love higher source, but we have kids together, but when we love each other, we can verbalize love, but there is no love because it actually belongs the words. Make that shit make sense. So why do you have to choose to want to go back to the person you bitch about, to all the universes, to the priest, the therapist, social media, whoever the fuck it is? You have nowhere else to go to. You got in a car? You don't want to sleep in your car? My pride and ego, I don't want to. You don't have to. Then go back to them. Maybe not tonight. Try tomorrow night, a week from now, a year from now. When will you finally leave? And when you do leave, you don't go back. Anybody can leave. If you go back, you're taking back 1 time, 5 times, 20. They already cheated 20 times. That's called a trauma bond. That's an addiction. Codependency, that's insanity. That's why it's called what? Codependent. I need them in my life. 2 black eyes in. Fucking 2 black eyes in. Physically whooped your ass and you need them in your life, but you love God, higher source. Make that make sense. You think higher source would take 2 black eyes? It won't even get to that point. And when it starts with the emotional cheating, the verbal abuse, oh, fuck, king, queen, I gotta go. What? You're calm the fuck out. My job to trigger everybody. You're broken. What? You're too toxic. You have a lot of healing to do. What? I just told you you're broken. Call me broken. I don't give a shit about the word broken. If I don't care about the word broken, then you do. Why? Make that shit make sense. Do you want to talk about it? I used to feel like that was broken. Unworthy. Everyone in toxic relationships, you feel unworthy. When you start the healing journey, the opposite side, yin and yang. Now you become worthy. Now you see your self-worth. You don't deal with toxicity. What's up, Queen? How you doing, Queen? And I said respectfully. Respectfully. I know I speak bluntly. I don't hold back, but I'm here for the queens, because you queens, a lot of you, even if you're narcissistic as fuck, bro. I know you want love. I know you offer love, but you don't see what I see. Because why? Toxic ass relationships. These toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. The person that you love tells you you're ugly, fat, and stupid. No one's gonna want you. If you leave me, you will die alone. I am the best you ever have in life. If you hear that all the time, and the emotional abuse, you will believe that shit, because that's the person that you love. It doesn't matter who tells you you're beautiful. It could be God. Hey, king, queen, but you're beautiful. Well, you can say that. I don't see that. I don't feel that. But why? Because the person I love says I'm ugly and stupid. I'm fat. Nobody's gonna want me. Then they call you out. So why do you believe that? If everyone tells you you're beautiful, you have good energy, why do you believe him or her? Because I love them. Right. You love them. They don't love you back. Well, they tell me that's words. Actions speak louder than the words. And you love higher source. So will higher source call you ugly? That very much. So why do you have ugly by your side, quote unquote? Why do you have this person that mean to you? This person that bullies. And here's the kicker for everybody. Anybody that bullies anybody, you're not a good person. Keep it simple. What? What's up, Sam? How you doing, Queen? Respectfully, wise. How's your night going? How's everything? And I said respectfully. What? Anybody that bullies you is not a good person. And they can claim higher source. No, because higher source wouldn't bully you. The truth, sure, if you want to call bullying the truth, but that boy didn't go to narcissistic. All these circles, all these zombies, addicts and addiction, they don't want to hear the truth. They will play victim to self story, and they'll go on social media, tell everybody on the block that they're being mean, they're bullying me. And when they calm out, okay, so how are they bullying you? Well, my tattoos, you became weak, a zombie, addict and addiction. All you zombies, you think you're strong? You know you're respectfully triggering where you're weak. You heard the truth. You heard the truth. And you can say love. How can you be an addict, took an addiction? We spend and say that, and you say love. You don't even have to love your own self, the person in the mirror. But because I get it, because you want people to make you feel good. And man, bullshit. Those drugs make you feel good. People make you feel good. The question, call everybody the fuck out. So why can't you make yourself feel good? Why are you codependent on everybody around you, but the person in the mirror? Make that make sense. Shot fired. Your text is beautiful. Thank you, Queen. I just tell stories to get the map to life. Any petty word triggers you? I did my job. Now, do you want to talk about it? What's the number one? How you doing? How's it going? You, me all day. You know what's up, Queen. Huh? I'm sorry?
What's up?
Nothing chilling. How you doing? How's it going? How's the night going?
I saw your headline. That shit was funny.
Well, that's what. Yeah. You want to talk about your feelings? Nobody has to. But then you say you want love. But you want to talk about your feelings. Make that make sense. Oh, all you keyboard warriors, yo, all you keyboard warriors, all you boys, your mother and father, dead ass. But you love God. I'm a good person. You're good for the streets. That's it. You're not good for a home, but you're definitely good for the streets. You're called blue pillars, entertainers. You're not a red pillar educator. You cannot do shit about life. You can say higher source, but you're bullying people, being mean to people. You can't claim higher source because God wouldn't do that. So why do you do that? Make that shit make sense, respectfully.
Yeah.
Anyways, I never stop talking. I love talk. That's how you get to know people as being this energy. And the cool thing about conversations, me as a being like they say, like only God can judge. That's incorrect. Everybody could judge. Judging is called communication. Now observe me.
Somebody said you talk a lot?
No, a queen on TikTok. I talk a lot in general. I love to talk. That's my gift. That's my gift. God bless. Likewise, queen. Therapy. It's free therapy. Once again, all you therapist counselors, people that go to you see your therapist counselors. Can they teach you all this shit day one, the first hour in, or they just having the basic conversation? Hey, how are you? How's life? How's your health? Basics. Like, why you sound depressed? What? You don't have to talk about it. I respect your boundaries, but my scenario, I do my one-on-ones. Queen, king, I'm your scenario. The day that you want love, because you say you realize love. Thank you for the gift, queen. What you gonna call it? And I respect your boundaries. You don't have to talk about the subject, right? But the day that you get a partner and you love them, they love you, and that's the same question I just asked you. And there's nothing factual yet. What will you do to the person you love? Push them away? So why are you not for love? Why say you want love when you're not ready for love? And then the day you do get love, you might.
I've been saying the whole time.
Hmm? Go ahead.
That's what I've been saying the whole time. You're
Well,
not ready for love. Why are you trying to look for love?
it's because the codependency part, because the physical touch, the being, I get it, energy, we lock eyes, hugs and kisses. I get that. It feels beautiful, right? But we can't talk to each other. Or, I trigger them, they trigger me. And then we can't talk to each other. And she's upstairs, I'm downstairs. Fuck, I don't miss none of that. But here's the kicker. Everyone on a journey, you don't have this conversation yet. Healing journey, we have these conversations. You're trying to evolve in life, okay? Like, and I say the potential to be day one. Like, I don't do like dates. No, it was one date and that's it. Speed dating. Queen, if we can't talk about everything together, then what are we doing here respectfully? Because I can talk to your body with lust. Say that again?
That's why I be blocking everybody online.
Yeah, you can.
They want sex, bro.
You can. You definitely. That's a cool thing about technology. On a cell phone, my tattoo, cell phones, right? That's the cool thing. You have that magic with the block button. You can block anybody on a phone, an app, whatever. You don't have to talk to nobody. That's your free one choice. That's the cool thing about a cell phone. If you stress about a cell phone, nobody can outblend a cell phone. At least not yet. The AI is not smart enough to do shit on its own yet. Oh, let me show you, King. This is a live podcast. I got like 9 of them. Likey, both Facebooks, both TikToks,
You try to block
IG.
me on one of them, I'll fucking you, bro. You're out there.
At the live podcast.
That's what's up.
So right, oh yeah, it's
That's fire.
so like once again,
I
like
can't even do TikTok yet.
oh well, you can do whatever. You don't have to. Me, I just tell stories and just play clips and do scenarios because it's feelings. Especially if you're the one that one loves, like you gotta comprehend what love is. If not, talk about it. Because the day that you actually get love, you guess what happens to the person? If they're healing or healed, they might get up and leave, and they might call you out with this shit. Can you? And for everybody out there, can you handle rejection? The word no, or thank you for the comment, just to let you know, I got a boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm in a relationship already. What happens to you when you question your self worth? Give yourself prop. If you shoot your shot to somebody and they tell you thank you for the compliment, but yo, sir, miss, I'm in a relationship. The intent, I know, easy said and done, but don't the intent not to question your self worth. Give yourself props. You shot your shot, and guess what? They're involved somebody you didn't know. You didn't know to now. So now a zillion people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? You should be happy that they're having a good relationship. Like you can even ask questions. I'm happy in a relationship. How you guys doing as a couple? No passing boundaries. I'm not trying to be like an option, but no, I'm blessed. I love him. I love her. We're good. We solid. That's beautiful. Well, I see at the farmers market all the time. I'm happy for you too. I'm praying one of these days I get what you have by your side. It'd be nice to have love. I worked on myself, but to form the universe, no one's guaranteed to have a person by the side. You can have bodies, but remember this: you can think and you both think you're ready, or you know what? They said they're ready, but right, but come to find out they wasn't ready, and that's the shit. That's why if you're not ready for love, like don't sell dreams. Like you can say, hey, check it out, I'm trying to work on myself, or I've been single for so long and I try relationships, it doesn't really work out. You can verbalize that. At least it's the forewarning. You both know what's going on best as possible, right? And like in my scenario last year, right? And here's the best part: I go Thursday for Seattle the farmers market, right? I passed by her parents' or her mom's place. I pray she's doing good. Not my girlfriend of potential, but she squashed it because initially her intent was not to catch feelings. That's just everybody out there. If you can't control your heart feeling empathy sympathy, you will always find your face. Why? Because this heart, remember this, it's called an organ that pumps blood. Heartbreaks, your heartbreak, that's an analogy, metaphor you have in what? For breakups, for toxic relationships, emotional breakdowns, anxiety attacks, depression, stress, and no motivation. Because one person by your side that you love is taking energy, not matching energy. I know how that feels. I comprehend it. So that's why the intent to make this with your mind, which is comprehension. This is love. Your heart's toxic love because your heart says, I pray, Baha manifest, that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirit of my ancestors, magically one day will change my partner so they wake up and they love me like I love them. But how long, that one day, how long is it? Today, which is one day, or a week, 6 months, 10 years from now? And there's still fuckboy fuckers by your side? You go to church you go to church, you can live at church. Nothing's wrong with church. Nothing wrong with the Bible. But your partner's not changing. It's been 10 fucking years. The door's been there for 10 fucking years. You could have left, not ever came back home. Respectfully. So, or if you do it with your mind, you know what? You verbalize love. You talk about love, right? You post about love on social media, but you don't know what love is because respectfully, you're still stuck on your ex. You're jealous, controlling. I'm not gonna be above, so I gotta leave. What? I gotta go. Rejection is protection. This is my life. I don't deal with toxicity.
When you grow up, I think it's a lot easier to fucking leave people. Check that chat. That's a fucking thing that you were just talking about.
I'll never regret someone that I had an amazing time and experience with, even if we fall off. You made my life special at a certain time. We grew together, even if we grew apart. Thank you. Which is beautiful. That's factual. So that saying, right? Traditional saying, everyone come out as a blessing when leave was the lesson, right? Traditional. It's bad time on my back, right? To call everybody out and expand more, right? To go deeper about it. So it says, everyone come out as a blessing when leave with us a lesson. Be it positive or negative, there are always lessons to be learned. Once you detox codependency, you want to fear to be alone. Period. I'm gonna add to it, lonely, loneliness, because that's the dilemma of everybody. Initially, yes, it is very scary to be alone. It is. That's why the healing journey is very, very painful because fall back, detox codependency, don't have a partner. I recommend having a real support team to have these conversations. And we go to the awakening journey, because the healing journey is the victim mentality. All your energy on your ex. I gave him 7 years. Fuck them. They destroy me. Yes, I get it. Victim mentality. But how many years are you saying fuck my ex? Respectfully. But then you want love and you love higher source.
Trying to come back.
Okay.
Trying to come back, and I'm like, nah. Well, my dumbass last time, not even today.
Okay.
One of my exes fucking unadded me, and
Well, they okay. First and foremost, social media, right? So people.
I'm running right back, bro. I'm running.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
You know?
well, that's the shit when it comes to like God higher source, right? What I see, the universe, higher source, the universe will always test you with your exes. Every single, it could be a middle schooler, high school, doesn't matter. You could be 50 years old. And why is my ex coming over here looking for me? I've been seeing them for 40 years because every ex is what you do, especially as a physical touch. You exchange energy. We have TOC, sex intercourse. You exchange energy from a bond, soul tie, twin flames, trauma bonds. Potentially catch what? Feelings, STs, or babies because of one act. If you can't control the energy, that's why when someone ghosts you, they lay down with you, TOC, sex intercourse, and they just ghost, cheat on you. And now you feel like shit because they took energy. Why did you allow them? Physically, they took it. Emotionally and spiritually, if you control it, they can't take it. I got 1,000 girlfriends, right? And day one, they all cheat or ghost on me type of situation. I lay down 1,000 bodies because I love them, give them everything. I'm not gonna shed tears, respectfully. I'm not gonna question my self worth. I'm not gonna feel nasty, like and go. So she took my energy. No, physically, sure, but guess what? I'm not saying I'm depressed. A zillion queens in the whole universe. Why would I just about one respectfully? I just caught them on the lie slash cheating on a live stream yesterday. Oh, really, Ange? Well, here's the kicker. So, right, well, okay, the closure part. So there's a scenario. Let's say scenario you want closure from your partner, and let's say finally let's say I won't say too much on here, right? Because I still make boundaries and certain exes. Let's say I had a partner, and I was the fuck boy, emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, passing by the cell phones, physically abusive, right? And then she finally leaves me, whatever. I fall back into the healing journey. We don't see each other for years, and now I see her. Hey, and remember, no contact, no contact. I see her at the park magically because the universe put us together, and she could see me. She could be scared because you know what? I destroyed the fuck out of her, right? And I walk up to shit out. I know, okay. First and foremost, you have the right to feel the way you feel. I saw you. I saw you did shit. You're scared. You have the right to feel like the way you feel because the old version of myself, I did destroy you. I did hurt you. I started my healing journey. So I'm gonna elaborate best as possible and break down. Okay, this is what I did. Now I'm doing telling the truth, doing accountability, and she doesn't have to accept the closure. She could say, "Oh, it's just that easy to say." Well, okay, well, I'm telling you the truth. Then I lied to you. Yes, I had excuses. You call me on my lies, and you are right. But I couldn't do accountability because no one taught me because my pride and ego. I worked at myself. So that's the shit. If your ex gives you closure, can you accept the closure? And in reality, once again, the closure not.
Talking about me getting closure from her though.
Well,
yeah, she fucking did me dirty. I want to know what the fuck happened. What I did to deserve that.
You can, well, if the opportunity to have the conversation and she tells you why she did what she did and she tells the truth of accountability, will you be okay with the closure? Will you accept it, or will you still sit there and still ponder on it and talk about, oh, well, okay, you cheated for this reason because I didn't talk to you. So will you be satisfied with the closure, or will you sit there and still think about it? And the intent is to let go, do closure for yourself, comprehend why it failed, do comprehension. If you don't, all your exes, anytime you think of them, you hear the name, social media, and it triggers you. Negative thoughts. I'm sad, depressed, bitter, hateful. Why won't you let them go? I can't do it for you. I can't let go. Higher source, your kids can't let go. Only you can let go when you're ready to. And officially, not lie to yourself. No contact. Yeah, A for effort, but guess what? I just said their name, and now you're sad, depressed, or you're bitter, hate. Fuck her. I know she did you wrong. She hurt you every which way, but when will you let her go? You don't have to. Excuse me. That's your free one choice.
Now, mm-hmm. It's just rough, especially when you grow and you think you're a good person, and then all of a sudden she just hits you with that bye.
Well,
one morning just walk up to me and you're like, fuck, why am I wasting my energy on?
Right, and that's
all that time wasted,
correct.
Like, what about the times that we were at good times?
Right, and that's the dilemma, right? So time, right? Time. So here's the kicker: when the breakup happens, and real fast, and like you said, real fast on the comment, I'll reread it again. So it says, I just caught them on a live slash cheating on a live stream yesterday. Remember this. So if they're emotionally cheating on a cell phone, we're cyber people. Yo, number 2, Candyman. I don't know you from Adam. So everyone on these platforms, you're watching me. You're not in the box. You're not commenting. You're observing, right? As a viewer. So if I'm emotionally cheating, technically I don't exist. So if I'm your partner emotionally in the platform, imagine physically cheating. You got the house husband, everything happens from work. I got the work husband or work wife.
I think if he's making money, then it's good. If he's making money online and not doing anything physical, then it's okay for me.
Well, if you both as a couple, communication company, two-sided relationship, not one-sided relationship, talk about it, and that's okay because you're both doing communication comprehension as best as possible. Yo, check out, babe. I love you. I go online, especially in the queen side. I show flesh because that's how I get paid. But I love it to the fullest. I'll play stupid and guess and manipulate and flirt, but guess what? I'm all into 1,000. All that bullshit is a fucking show. I'm just making money because guess what? It's free money. I'm not begging. They're just gifting. If you're both talking about it, hey, more power to you because it's a two-sided relationship. A and B communication comprehension as best as possible. If it's one-sided, she's doing it and she didn't tell him or he don't agree with it, okay, you don't have to agree with it. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? Through thick and thin, stay there? For both of you, the door's right there. Anybody can leave whenever they want to. That is their free will and choice. That's why what you are not changing, you're choosing. You can bitch about it. The door is right there. So maybe today you don't leave. Maybe try tomorrow. It's day by day baby steps. And as there you go. As many people in the whole universe, why are you stressing about? And I get it. I was you. I gave my all. I get it. Trust me. Here's the kicker. For in a positive manner. The longer you are with an individual, especially more square and empathetic, typically queens, the more it's going to hurt you. Because yes, like you said, Candyman, everybody, the more you remember that you offer love, right? What did we give to our partners, the two narcissistic, the fuckboy fuck girls? Love, time, feelings, right? So here's to call everybody out, because no one says this shit for the most part. I'm gonna tell my back. It's gonna say, if you're in a positive manner, right? It's gonna say, you and I cannot get nor buy back what God the Almighty cannot give back to nobody. Zero. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, to call everybody out, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, especially by your side as a partner? Make that make sense. I just told you the answer. You don't have to comprehend. And that's why the past has been written. In our head, the time machine, we can want time in our heads. But ask God, hey God, give me 7 years. My first baby mom, give me 12 years back. It's been written. My second baby mom, give us 7 years back. We can't get it back. Victim mentality, I gave them 7 years. Victim mentality, healing journey, more awakening journey, we gave each other 7 years. Now I want to figure out why you feel, I don't want to fall on my face again. Because when you observe all the red flags of your ex and comprehend it, the potential to be, when they start doing the red flags, you realize boundaries. But here's the kicker, especially in therapy, counseling, and TikTok, right? They'll preach about boundaries, but they don't say this part. Just to let you know, nobody has to respect your boundaries. That is there for you and choice. If they don't, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Stay and entertain toxicity, or, babe, I love you, but I'm such a positive, which is my life. I gotta leave. What? There's gotta be other kings and queens in the healing journey that will match energy best as possible. You did initially. Everything starts with love. In the beginning, love. Then it goes to toxic love. It's going to toxic love. I'm not gonna give you. I give you 6 months. I'm not gonna give you a year. What? I'm not giving you a year. I gotta go respectfully. And then because social media, hey babe, and you're leaving a child, right? That's when it starts hurting. But once again, I'm mad at myself because, right, right. I'm mad at myself because I had a hunch. He ended up being engaged when he told me he was not. Oh, here's the best part. You know why? Because the boys and girls are narcissistic. Oh, I can't stay blessed. Take care, be safe. Have a good night. Ciao. Whatchamacallit, they're too narcissistic. So all my it's tatted either on my arm or back. It says, I think it says all. Once again, I don't know. I have too many tattoos. All alphas, machistas, narcissistic, energy, vampire boys and girls are the best. Are the best Oscar-nominated actors in the universe. They can act nice. They can't be nice at all. They sell dreams. They love bomb every which way. I'm a virgin. Here's the best part, especially religious, spiritual. I love God. Astrology, neurology, and I hit curveballed you. Guess what? He's not a good person at all. You don't want. I know it's gonna suck. Especially you become one. To doesn't accord. You exchange energy. Yeah, as long as you gave your all, you did the best as possible. Then you're blessed as an individual. The downfall is this. Look who you lay down with, and he's not a good person at all. Anybody that fucking cheats, you're not a good person at all. Hey, what's up, Queen? How you doing? How's it going? How you been?
Good, how you doing?
Good yourself, Queen? How you been? Oh, Marie.
I'm like,
yeah. Awesome. On live stream, he was with her, and etc. I just feel stupid. Welcome. Okay, remember this. If you didn't know, so he sold you a dream, and he said he's single, he loves you, all the good shit. Come to find out, he's a fucking involved relationship. he's not a good person. And what he's doing to his girl, he's gonna do it to so many other females because he sells dreams, and he can say higher source. If anybody's emotionally cheating and you have a partner, you're not a good person. You cannot say God. Because I'll call you out. Well, would God be a fuckboy fuck girl? I doubt it very much. So why are you fuckboy fuck girl? Why are you go to church for? Have you told your partner you fucking emotionally cheating? Do they know you're doing that? If not, I'll let them know. You know? Or you being a homewrecker? No, because you sold a dream. I didn't know you were married. I didn't know you were involved with anybody. So I find, because I find out whatever way type of way. That's the shit for everybody out there. Nobody that's cheating cannot call himself a good person. You can verbalize it, but actions speak down the words every which way. And that's why when it happens to you, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To give them a chance. And I get it. When you love somebody and you're fucking trauma bonded, no matter what everyone says, it can show you digital receipts, videos of your boyfriend going to smash somebody else. God can do for them. I love them. The devil's in. Yeah, fall for that. I was you. I fell for all the bullshit excuses. That is your free one choice. That is your trauma bond. I can't take this pain from you, but I can talk about it. And it's day by day baby steps. As it being, I won't give up on you. But here's a kicker. For everybody out there in toxic relationships, toxic love, broken, codependent relationship, the door's right there. What? The door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to. And you do. The dilemma is, why do you go back? Why do you have to just want to go back to the person you bitch about it? To the whole universe of all the realms. Higher source, therapy, counseling, TikTok, all these platforms. You have nowhere else to go to? You have nowhere else to talk to? Then this wedding baby steps, man. A zillion people in the whole fucking universe. Why are you stressing about one? Make them make sense respectfully. That's what I did. I exposed them to her friend and her, but I feel bad because I think I did it for me. Wrong reasons. Nah, Queen, fuck that bullshit. Fuck all that bullshit. Yo, it's 2025. This ain't Jesus times. No, fuck that. They sold you a dream. Now go tell the boyfriend, husband, hey, just to let you know, I didn't know this. Even if you lay down with them, you be a porn star with them. I laid down with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. What? I didn't know till after the fact. So I'm letting you know, and they could be like, they can try to fight your ass. They should be fighting fighting the fucking boyfriend girlfriend that sold them a dream. Yet in reality, this should be, they're not strong enough yet. Get up and walk away. But it's easier said than done. My situation, I looked at myself. I can have 1,000 girls for my tattoos. Every single one of them can cheat on me. Deadass cheat on me. I don't shed tears. A zillion queens in the universe. Why there's just I don't need my partner. When you need your partner, codependency. It's an addiction. Cool, and I'll call you out. So, King, you need someone to be emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, breaking shit, passing around his cell phone, physically cheating, fucking you up. And he loves God. You need him by your side. I pray for you, and I go my day. I was you. Those trauma bonds. God can do for him. So if God can do for him, why doesn't he change his ways? Why is he still fucking you up? Why is he still cheating? Make that make sense. But God can do for him. Respectfully, So now, fuck up. Don't feel guilty. You told the truth. He sold you a dream. He sold his girlfriend a dream. And then guess what? Hey, yo, Queen, just to let you know, this is what happened. You want receipts? I'll send you receipts. The downfall, once again, if she's stuck on trauma bonds, she's going to give him 1,000 chances. Not in the day he turns to 2001. When will it turn to 1001? A year from now? 10 years from now? That's Queens all the time. I'm going to turn my back. She'll give you 1,000 chances. Yo, Kings, to forewarn you. It could be 5 years from now. But within 5 years, emotional cheating, verbal abusive, physical abuse, a fuckboy. You laid out, 20 baby moms in 5 years. But now she's done with your bullshit. So emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, she will check the fuck out. It does not matter how she leaves you. She cheat on you, goes, it doesn't fucking matter because now she gets to believe. Now you go in her shoes and you ball like a bitch, like I did. It's gonna hurt really fucking bad. And here's the kicker. Well, how will you react, man? Will you be okay, take it? Or snap and shit, and now you fucking doing your threats and you're whooping her ass, physically whooping her ass, doing the threats. Because she's gonna leave you. She has the right to leave. You've been a fuckboy for 5 fucking years. You went to church for no reason. Not once did she's emotionally cheat. Not even once. Now she's tired with your bullshit. That's what I tell queens all the time. You gotta be very careful who the fuck you get involved with. God can do from God can protect you emotionally and spiritually as one being. Once again, I just told you the answer. Emotionally and spiritually. Physically, really physically. If that's factual, and God, how your source can save you physically, why is he whooping your ass? And God could do for you, quote unquote. Emotionally and spiritually, he's by everybody's side. He gave up on nobody. Physically, everyone tells you deserve better. You can leave whenever you want to. Everyone, higher source and beings, which I'm going to tell my back, We're all communication and we're all messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. You can all call me crazy. I give no fucks. I'm crazy, but I'm blessed because when I go home, I get in my car. I don't bitch about life. I'm not fuck. I gotta deal with her. It's not the kids are part of the equation. If kids are involved, I gotta deal with her. I gotta deal with him. The fuck you do? Nobody has to do with nobody. That's when kids are involved. It is hard. I'm thinking for your kids. I lost two families. That's what's called co-parenting. If it's too toxic, too narcissistic, fucking the bitter baby mom, baby daddy drama type of situation, then you have courts. Parallel parenting. I gotta say, fuck everybody. I can become a deadbeat father. And my first baby mom. Nothing against her. Because she's on a journey. She's not on a healing journey. She did not have to speak to I ever in her life again. That is her free one choice. But she can speak to her daughters. But she's been a deadbeat mother for 13 years of her life. And she can say she's a good person. I'll carry everybody the fuck out. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're a deadbeat mother, deadbeat father, you're not a good person. Respectfully. We want to say that. You're not a good person. Don't mention higher source. You can give up on your exes. You don't have to talk to them. But you give up on kids. That's your inner child. Every which way. Analogy, metaphor. I don't know what's happening on Vigo, but something's happening on Vigo. I don't know if you see what I see, but dragon and cards falling everywhere. So I just go live on these apps. I don't speak Vigo or any of these apps. Gifts. I see gifts a little bit, but I don't speak the lingo. So if that's something's happening, you can comment in the box. I don't know what that is, respectfully. I'm just talking like, oh, that's different, But anyways, and that's why I tell stories for the queens, especially you queens. I used to say, like, for many years, right? I'm here for everybody. No idea. Same here. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know. I just go live. So on Bigo, I'm a host. So supposedly you hear, okay, your host, you're gonna make money. I don't make money off this app. And then I'm on a family. Yes, I'm in a Bigo family, but I even tell the family because these apps, these families, and I said this respectfully, they're like gangs. Hey, I like your energy. You want to join the family? I'm like, I tell them, well, just to let you know, I preach about life, robbery of life, robbery of feelings, toxic love, broken codependent relationships, the healing journey, co-parenting. If you want me to help your family make money, I don't make money in general. But if I wanted to make money, I could be a blue pillar, black versus white, yellow versus fuck all women. What do you bring to the table? All those corny ass conversations, all those blue conversations, all my tattoos, it's entertainment. You will become viral on these platforms, right? And everyone at each other's throats. But the best part, all these boys and girls at each other's throats, all these blue entertainers, they claim to be good people, religious people, spiritual people, atheist people, and they have families and kids. But in the comments, at each other's throats, and they love higher source. Like, damn, look at all you blue pillars. God wouldn't be bullying nobody. Anybody that bullies anybody, you're not a good person. I'm gonna tat on my back to call everybody the fuck out. It's gonna say, let me think about it real fast. I have too many fucking phrases in my head. How can you be a bully dash racist and think you are a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person? Make that make sense. If I want to trigger them, if I decide to put at the very end to trigger them, because that's my gift, to trigger people, right? You're good for the streets, period. And underneath it, I'll capitalize respectfully, period. What? I'm being a dick, but at the same time, kill you with kindness. What? I'm being respectful about it. Yeah, I just called you out. And then you have families and kids. I know your family, especially on the male side, you're the problem. What? You're destroying your family. And those kids, when they grow up, right now you can teach them to be a bully racist. But when they leave the household, they can say, fuck both my parents. Dead ass. But through all that bullshit, no. Once the idea of your kids, we were kids once upon a time, you leave the household, you can fucking, I'm born as a Catholic. My family give me shit, don't ever date a girl that's, or a woman that's, she's an atheist, she's a Buddhist, she's spiritual, they're the devil. They can say that. Don't urge myself on a journey, not a healing journey, because with people please, we put our families first and shit. Fuck all that. Who are you dating? Get the fuck ass. If you're working on yourself, potential partner, they're working on themselves in the healing journey, who the fuck are you dating? Your family? Yes, that's blood. Blood makes you red, but blood's not thick in the water. Or the potential partner. In my situation, I won't ever put along with the potential partners in the healing journey, I will not put them in front of my family at all. All my family, I'm going to disown you. That's why you have physical family. Blood makes you red, but that's what I've taken on the spiritual. And then you have your spiritual family. Anybody can become your parents, siblings, best friends. Anybody, kids. That's why the spiritual universe, like the queen on TikTok. That's what I'm on my podcast. Because remember, you don't see what I see. I believe on TikTok, so on Twitch, wise, you don't remember this. Only if someone jumps in Twitch, you can actually see them. but no one really does. There's only one person right here. I don't know who it is. Just want to say thank you for being here, right? One person. I don't stop. Guess what, guys? No, I won't ever stop what I'm saying to my last day in breath. I'm telling stories. Nobody has to comprehend me. The cool thing about conversations, we all plant seeds. Conversations are seeds. Now, the person that's hearing this conversation, whomever you're speaking to, they're patient enough, open-minded enough, they're hearing the conversation. You plant the seed with this conversation, they can water the seed. Observe this study. You know what? I never thought of that. Let me work on that. That's fucking beautiful. Or they can let the seed die. That is their free one choice. And you, especially in the healing journey, more awakened woke journey, now you see energy. You don't see color. I don't see color. I see fucking energy. Red pillars, positive energy. Blue pillars, negative energy. And especially triggering the third category I created, right? All these zombies had an addiction. You cannot say love. If you're not doing rehab, you're not doing the healing journey, you can verbalize it, but you're not good respectfully wise. And I know 1,000 to sell dreams. That's why all you square pathetic people, especially you queens, if you offer love and you know you're loved, right? You know what you are as one being, but nobody has to match your energy. When they don't match your energy and they take it, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Karma, the spiritual universe, right? Especially you queens, and I say respectfully wise, right? So if you want to go do opposite track, all my tattoos way the fuck up here. I forget what it says to the fullest, right? Too many tattoos, too many phrases, right? But there's no universe. I believe it says something along the lines of like, if you want to self-sabotage your life and go do opposite track, then go date loser disciples. All these alphas, machistas, narcissistic energy vampires, and boys and girls. They are loser disciples, the fuck ups of the universe. Everything they touch, they destroy. They are karma not knowing. What? Everyone that preaches about karma, then go do opposite track. I live in the ghetto. I'm not gonna ghetto hoods. 1,000. I don't respectfully show me love in the ghetto hoods. 5% love through adults. 5%. Boys and girls, not men and women, they're fucking toxic as fuck. Kids have more love than adults do. For now. What do you mean for now? Because you was a kid living in the ghetto hoods and you didn't give a shit about these feelings till you got in middle school, high school, and you started liking people and you catching these feelings and no one taught you, hey, King Queen, just to let you know this little heart right here, these little feelings, they're not factual. And just to let you know, no one has to match energy. They can destroy you. Can you handle rejection? What? This heartbreak you're about to have, right now it's a heartbreak. You don't know the terminology because obviously you're only a middle school, high schooler. But let me tell you a story because I was you. And here's the best part. You don't have to comprehend anything I'm about to tell you. And on top of that, it was not ever about being right. Because when I was your age, higher source, yeah, emotionally, spiritually, whatever your higher source, I was by your side 24/7, 3 did not ever give up on you. You gave up on him. What do we do as beings? You can praise higher source. But when you really need him, I'm sad, this bill, toxic relationship, now you're praying to the fullest. After you get whatever, the universe takes care of you, God takes care of you, cool, now you're comfortable. And every time we're in some bad situations, yo, God, what's up with you, man? I know it's been like 10 years, man, but I'm here. I'm fucking struggling. He's always been there. He's like, hey, I didn't ever push you away. They did. All these beings pushed you away. I was always here by your side. That's the shit for everybody out there. So that's my situation. I'm a single 5 kids. I tell my kids, yo, you know, like one of my boys went through a little heartbreak type of situation. And I forewarned them, Papi, you can have these feelings. You can like, but you don't know what love is. Look at your mother. We're not together. That's your mom. She got her hubby. We're doing co-parenting. I don't got a partner. I've been single for 3 years now, chilling, right? So you don't know what love is. And it's going to hurt real bad. And can you handle that? I'm here for you. If you want to talk about it, I'm here for you. But it's going to get worse. And this, I tell them, yo, how many, to everybody out there in general, how many bodies are you going through till you figure out what love is? Respectfully. And no one has to be telling you the truth. They can sell dreams. Especially these fucking boys. That's what I'm saying. I'm here for all the queens. I'm only here for the queens. If some men, like the king that jumped a minute ago, he was in the box. He's doing the healing journey. He's trying to figure it out still. That's why it's a lot easier with support teams, real support teams. We have these stories. We break it down. Okay, you can say that. You know, like it's close. He's talking about closure. If your ex gives you closure, will you accept the closure? When they tell you, and now they found the truth, tell the truth, do accountability. Like my ex did, the mother of boys. She's just like, oh, so it's just like that. Like, I'm sorry, what do you mean? So it's just like that. Well, yeah, 7 years I lied to you. I fucking saw. No one. I was in a journey, not a healing journey. So what else? What else do you want me to say? You know, I never hurt you. So I told her, hey, yo, the mother of boys. I go, she's the last queen in this lifetime I will ever destroy my words. Because my situation, like before this healing journey, right? Because on 2 journeys. A journey, are you blue pillars? You give us your mammy bullshit. You can offer love higher source, but look who the fuck you have by your side. Preach higher source. You're dating the fucking devil, literally. This is lose disciples, every single one of them. Because I know higher source will not date them, so why do you date them? But I love them. You love them. They do. They can verbalize this shit. Actions speak on the words. I love you, but I love your girlfriend. I love your mom. I love your best friend. And we go to church on Sunday, and God will change my ways. Sure. If that was factual, why is all your fucking family toxic? And higher source can't do for nobody. And that I know that comment triggers a lot of people, especially the religious people in the spiritual universe. What? If higher source can do it for you and change your partner's ways, why hasn't he changed your partner's way? Well, your family's partner's ways. Typically the male side, your father. How the fuck's your father still a fuckboy? Your grandfather is 80 years old, still fuckboy, emotionally cheating in God's house. Because respect a lot of queens go to God's house and dress like OnlyFans in God's house. You can dress to all you love that you want in the streets, but I love God. But I'm showing everything. But self-love, really? That's called you offering lust. But hey, free will choice, right? I just keep falling for the same thing over and over. I feel so stupid. Queen, I was you. You're my inner child. You know why we fall for this corny ass bullshit? Because while we do opposite attract, this corny, which I'm gonna tell my body, when we say, especially all you squares like I was, what is your flaw when you fucking offer too much love? You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too nice. We call it people pleasers. When you do opposite attract, who the fuck do we attract? All these fucking circles, all these babble baggle fubby fuck rolls, and the zombies added to addiction. You know why? Because they see energy. You know what? I can play them like a fiddle. What does everybody do? We Spanish say this. Everybody, the big or all, everyone does what? We play the role of victim until it stops. Or boo-hoo me. I have no parents. I can't see my kids. My ex destroyed me. Everyone does the victim mentality. As long as you as a being, you're A and B, you're hearing someone's respective sob story. Can you control your feelings? Can you make decisions with your mind, which is called love and comprehension? Your heart is called toxic love communication. Your mind says leave, you deserve better. The fucking door's right there. Your heart says no. I pray about manifest that one day they'll change their ways. I know I can offer more love than the ex can. I pray for you. Go find your face. That's how we do opposite attract. Boys are narcissistic, every single one of them, because they're more narcissistic. What's their flaw? They're too narcissistic. They're too egotistic. They're too mean, too private, too greedy. They're called destroyers. Analogy metaphor, tantamount for a reason. If this comment triggers you, don't shoot your shot, because it's tantamount for a reason. When you hear this, when I'm about to say this term, you need to think mammy slavery. Mammy slavery, for the most part, diet on the overall. In this emotional in the spiritual universe, in toxic relationship, slavery happens every day above ground. If I'm the fuck boy, right? I'm the fuck boy. I'm emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive. 2 black eyes in. I got 30 fucking baby moms, right? So I'm her slave master, and I say fuck her feelings. She's my slave. She will not match energy. She will not do reverse psychology. Because why? Let's say she's fuck for sure too, but let's say she's religious spiritual. If I be mean to him, that's a sin. That's wrong. The fuck it is. I love to bully bullies. Now that I work to myself, yo bullies, don't talk your shit. Because in your head, in your mansion, I will add a door pay my neck tattoo for NF the rap artist. You don't have to know my name. I'm especially on social media, right? You see me, you want to talk your shit, I'll match energy. And when I block you, every time you wake up, every day above ground, fuck the guy with tattoos. I wake up, I pray for the universe. I don't think about nobody. Go my day, go my life. And every time you think about fuck that guy today, tomorrow, a week from now, and here's the bet, I'm a nobody. If a nobody can trigger you with words and traumatize you, and then have them take your energy, we're about somebody's. Who are somebody's? Physical beings. Your toxic parents, respectfully, scenario. Your toxic family, your exes, the bullies, your bosses. Those are physical beings. Somebody's. Worry about somebody's. Do not worry about nobody's. If a nobody can take energy, you have a lot of healing to do respectfully. And I was you, trust me. Stress the killer, overthinking. That's why I love Buddha, mind and body. I only because Spotify. I've been knowing about Buddha since I was a little kid. Born raised a Catholic. Would have thought that in the religious universe, if I study about, if I vibe with Jehovah's, Mormons, I believe I'm saying this word correctly. If I'm saying correctly, I apologize. Pentecostal. Sorry, I just got your other. Hey, what's up, Queen? How you doing? Don't be sorry. Welcome to live. How you feeling? Happy to see you, wise. It's like, don't fall for that. No, that's just for everybody out there. That's why you gotta be careful. Just match energy. And therapy counseling talk, they'd be like, no, bullying is wrong. Okay, I get that. I comprehend that. But if nobody regulates his bully, then what are they gonna do? Stop on everybody. That person that bullying, that's my inner child. I was them. I know exactly how they feel. So I love to bully bullies. And I call me the fuck out. And if I hurt you with words, I did my job. And the change out for everybody out there, ready for this? Nobody says this, that I've observed all these platforms. This is 5 years doing this, going on, starting my 6 years in the live podcast, right? These words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universes in their feelings about things that have no feelings at all? What does that mean as Japanese? Let me elaborate. Sad, won't ever feel sad. Breakups, won't ever go through breakups. Divorces, do not worry about divorces. Zombies, addicts and addiction, will not ever be worried about becoming a zombie and addicts and addiction. Only beings will. Fucking human beings. And you can call yourself, I'm an individual children, I'm a starseed, light worker, whatever title you want to use, right? What's the mistoxic? How you doing? How's it going, Queen? But you're in a toxic relationship. Make that shit make sense respectfully. Respectfully. I'm feeling okay, just off and on, headache. Oh, prayers and hugs. Good on you. Oh, Queen, I'm blessed. I just got back from Seattle Farmers Market. Analogy metaphor. My heaven on earth. I got to speak to a lot of empathetic queens. All my tattoos, an attention getter. And then once again, it's not for validation. All these tattoos are not valid. It's to start with conversations. Every word, and the best part, they're just words. That's why she has to be like, and they're fucking again. Like Queen today, she's fucking neck to ankle, fucking sleeved up, beautiful tattoos, right? And she even says, "I love my tattoos." I've seen a lot. I've been to many tattoo expos, right? But I've never I heard all the time. I've never seen anybody with words. I've seen Bible scriptures. I've seen the Quran, pieces of it. You have so many words. Like she's like, "Where do I start?" Hey, Miss Queen, wherever you want to. What? Wherever you want to. What's it all about? It's the healing journey. What? Positive words, negative words. If those words trigger you, remember, I don't know you. You just barely met at the farmer's market. You got ink therapy. I got ink therapy. I have so many words on me. Definitely need more. Okay, Queen, I would love to see them, And we all have our own stories, But it's an attention getter. For my situation, on my body, I would put any positive words or negative words that would trigger people in a positive manner or negative manner. She even asked me, why do you want to trigger people? Queen, they're just words. They're called feelings. Nobody has to feel their feelings, but then when we say, I want love, I want a family, I want to get married, but you don't want to talk about your feelings. I respect your boundaries, but I'm going to give a scenario because I do this all the time. The day that you want love, you have a partner by your side, and they ask the same question actually about that subject, what will you do? Push them away? Shut down? Because you want to get married. How can you say marriage and can't even talk to your partner? Make that make sense. And if they want to, they get married. You know what? 10 years, 2 years in, I know we're married, higher should have said it wise, but you're too traumatized. It shouldn't have got to this point. Now, are you ready for rejection, the breakup? You're about to get divorced. And now, you feel like your world might potentially end, right? But it's not end of the world. Respectfully, a zillion people in the whole universe, why are you stressing about one? And I know I'll make it sound so easy. Healing journey, real support team, these conversations, every which way. I'm just saying, it's not about triggering, it's how we express our feelings and our bodies for sure. 1,000, Queen, 1,000. My situation, anyone that says anything positive or negative on these platforms, anybody's post, like I take it back. Last year, I think around this time, once again, thinking is not knowing, but I almost say thinking. A queen on TikTok, I don't know, from Adam. She jumped in the box and I love this comment because I heard her say, once again, it's a live podcast, right? And I forgot what she said. Codependent technology, it's a live podcast. I can one time on YouTube, Spotify, billions of times, which once again, I gotta start promoting more. Hey guys, if you can, go on Spotify, go on YouTube, follow type of situation, subscribe, quote unquote. Coach Frito, like this is a live podcast. It's all about feelings. I read the comments, I elaborate, people in the boxes, and here's the best part: anyone you hear speaking, be either audio clips, right, or someone in the box, you can't see anything but me. People comment on YouTube and Spotify, or they DM me because they follow me on these platforms. Hey, Coach, who are you speaking to? I just heard you on Spotify. I watch you on YouTube, but I don't see, I hear a voice, right? Oh, well, that's a live podcast. What do you mean? I'm on many platforms. Somebody in a different app. Me personally, I'm really bad with names, but I'm good with memory as far as voices, right? I'll be, oh, he or she, that's from Bigo, Likey, Clubhouse, whatever. I can say that. What's their name? I don't really know, because if they're a regular, I'll remember your name. If not, I'll screenshot it, technology. I have notes here. This is Facebook squad, TikTok squad, the family, the squad. The regulars, I'll try to keep you in mind. I'll be cool, because I'll plug people up. Oh, yeah, follow me. He or she's a beautiful individual. Healing journey. Oh, the spiritual universe, astrology, numerology. Oh, that's 40, 10, 20 in the matrix. I know of it. Very, very intriguing. I don't comprehend it, but they do. That's their gift. What? Let me talk to them. I respect the boundaries, and maybe you two could link up and have a conversation because I don't want to misinform you. I don't know anything, but I know of it. Communication, once again, like my last text, beautiful individual, right? Religious for sure, but spiritual. She knows about astrology, numerology, crystals, Wiccans, sage, dreams. Like I once again, that was my ex-girlfriend. Every time I want to win, you queen, especially queens, you jump in the box, DM, always shut out. I'm a girlfriend. I'm gonna talk to her, respect her boundaries. Remember, there's nobody has to be a power couple. Nobody has to, especially the partner, like help others. Cause she mean like before she met me, right? She's like, and I verbalized before became a couple. That TikTok love story, right? I was like, queen, just to let you know, I talked to a lot of queens, many females. I've been doing this for then wise 3 years, right? So I'm verbalized, so you know what you get into. And then once again, you can verbalize it. Forewarn. When we became a couple, she's like, and she was visiting me, she's like, oh, you're on. I told you, I'm always on the phone. Like she even asked me, like, okay, I do my part. I help people out. I'll pay you for it, as you say, but why do you put so much effort? Like I'll make time for us, right? Because why? Because that what she's going through, that we overcame it. You worked on yourself. I worked on myself. They're trying. I'll make time for us. That's why I tell you, I'm forewarning you. If this is too much for you, the door's right there. You can squash this whenever you want to. If marriage is too strong, please don't accept me in your life. Like, what do you mean? Don't accept me in your life. I love everything about Rito, but he puts too much energy into females, into the podcast. You can leave whenever you want to. And then, once again, I tell you the queen, potential day one. And he remind you, babe, shit out. The door's right there. What? You can leave whenever you want to. I can handle rejection. I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. The Zen Queens of the whole universe, why do we say about you one respectfully, And I say that every which respectfully. And that's the forewarning that I was forewarned 5 years ago. People can forewarn you in their healing journey, and you give advice, okay, I got you. I comprehend. You verbalize it, but remember, there's actually feel on the words. And it forewarned me, like, if you want to live black and white, think black and white, speak black and white, people do not like easy. Just to forewarn you. What? Just to forewarn you. And there's a lot of us female empathetic queens, as you call us, right? We're in the healing journey. So if you break down on the overall, we're females for the most part are what? They're more compassionate, communicate comprehension. In their head, they want to mold us men, quote unquote, but we're narcissistic, and they're like,
That's where toxic comes in.
hey, queen. Oh, welcome to the live. Thank you for jumping in. As far as what I'm asking?
That's where toxic comes in, right? I mean, I've dealt with that a lot. I used to go live a lot of the times.
Okay.
With a lot of my friends on TikTok, and my abuser would just always, oh, you're giving too much attention and you're doing this and that. Well,
right.
When we met, you knew that I was a content creator. You knew that I had connections, and
right.
That's not something that should change just because you're in a relationship.
Facts.
You need to be.
Mm-hmm.
You can't validate a secure relationship until you validate yourself and you're firm in who you are.
Facts.
And that's why relationships don't work these days, because people don't value themselves.
Correct. To the codependent people, hey babe, I love you, but you're putting too much energy in them. Like, and you forewarn them, hey, I've been doing this before I met you, right? My situation, I worked on myself, right? So what I do, I don't do dates. I do speed dating, queen, just to let you know. So what I see, right, the potential to be, I love you traditional. So everyone has their own way of speaking, right? So I tell the queens, I'm gonna give a scenario. If all your exes are toxic, especially us boy narcissists, these fuckboys, right? Emotionally cheat. So when he tells you I love you, he's offering less. He says your chest, love, your peaches, your butt, you. What? He loves your body. He doesn't love you. I say I see you. What? I see the inside you first and foremost, then the outside, then your energy, then your universe. What? I'm gonna ask you day one, queen, just to let you know, like, what's your everyday life? What do you mean, like, I want to break down correctly to make sure, first and foremost, both of us have enough time for each other. You got kids, I got kids. We got to do cooperating best as possible. And so, like, you're on social media, I'm on social media too. We can talk about it, but when you meet me and get all these cell phones, my one-on-ones, I'm always talking to many queens. Can you handle that? I don't give a shit if you talk about guys. You can talk to guys all you want. If you want to cheat, that is your free one choice. I don't worry about rejection. If you cheat, that is your free one choice. I won't ever chase an adult respectfully. Can you handle that? If I do that to you, can you handle rejection? Can you handle the breakup? Can you handle being ghosted? Respectfully. But once again, that's not me as a being. I'm out for love to the fullest. I worked on myself. I just want to make sure that she's ready for this. And once again, for everybody behind the screen, to remind you, It's fair in a positive manner. Did you know anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can go, anyone can break up with you, anyone can divorce you for whatever apparent reason? That is their free one choice. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live fear scared of that? And that's a forewarning. What anybody?
That's something that I've learned over the last year is not to fight for people to be in my life, whether
Yeah,
it's a
buddy.
family member, a friend,
Yeah.
a relationship. If I have to put more effort into it than you are,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to be a part of my life.
Facts.
You know, I'm
Thousand.
never going to be the first person to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" I expect that in return. You know what I mean?
Match energy. Correct.
And if people want to walk away, walk away. I used to get so, you know, the term people use now is butthurt. I used to get so butthurt when people would just
reject you.
Ghost and
Right.
walk away. And I'm just like, now I'm like sitting there laughing, like, okay, well, it's your loss.
Facts.
Have fun.
Yeah. God, how your source is doing you a favor. Like, hey, like the saying TikTok, the track took itself out, and it did. And when they do leave, and they remember this, especially your ex-exes, the universe always tests you. You know, all your ex-exes, my next tattoo, they'll always be your kryptonite. If you don't know how to let them go, they might ghost you, move on. They could be married in 10 years from now, and they hey babe, how you doing? Hey queen, what? And they're married and everything. Like, why are you reaching out to me? Why does it bother you? Respectfully. And here's the best part: you see the text, you don't have to respond. It's the cell phone. Can't be a cell phone block. You know, and they can make another account. They can. That's a free one choice. You know, what I like to do.
That's when I knew when I was finally starting to heal is when I no longer responded. I could just look at a message or get 60 phone calls back to back, unknown callers.
Yo.
Like, how much time does a person have on their hands? Like, how lost are you? That's what you spent your time doing, you know? Like,
right.
I don't get upset over it anymore.
That's beautiful. I'm happy you evolved. You know, that's part of the healing journey because initially it's kind of hard, right? And you know, and then when you're in toxic relationships, because that's toxic love. Oh, that means they love me. Like, no, that's called a stalker. You don't want that by your side. You know, it's red flags for the universe. What? That's not healthy. But the downfall is if no one's telling you this, because when especially in toxic relationships, especially in the ghetto hoods, that means they love me. If you're not just controlling, you don't love me. Like, no, I respect your boundaries. I can control my lust. Now, can you control your lust? If you can't, then A and B monogamy. Nothing wrong with looking before anyone physically cheats, before anyone passes bounds, DM cell phones. It's called emotional cheating. No one really preaches about that. They'll verbalize it in TikTok. I preach it to the fullest. Before anything, it's emotional cheating. And what is that? Nothing wrong with looking, but when you're gawking and staring, like you've never seen a man or woman in your life, that's emotional cheating. That's a red flag. And here's the best part. You bust your, but typically, you know, you females bust us, right? Men, we do that. Okay, boys narcissistic. You look at us, we lock eyes. You're my part. Oh shit, she caught me. Hey, sorry, babe, love you, whatever. Some bullshit. Now you push me away. I'm grounded for how long? A day, 2 days. When I go back to normal, I love you. I love you, W and shit. If I did it in front of your face scenario, at the mall, at the gym, at the beach, especially the beach, wise, all the respect, the lust everywhere, right? That means I can't control my lust. I can offer and say love and be monogamy, but
I mean, that's how I always was, right? Like, you know, in my relationships is, I would say, you're a man. You're going to look.
Hey, what's up, Val? How you doing, Queen?
Observe,
it's alive.
But if you're not acting on it, then I'm not going to act on it. I'm not going to get jealous, and I'm not going to say, okay, well, you know, you shouldn't be looking.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
I'll sit there and I'll look with them. Oh yeah, she's pretty.
Okay.
You know, like,
okay, that's okay. Right. And remember, we're just saying because that's called what? A two-sided relationship. You're both, as your partner, communication comprehension. Babe, chill out. We can look together, you know, whatever. That's cool. As long as you both talk about it, it's a two-sided relationship, you know, boundaries, communication comprehension, best as possible. If it's one-sided, that's when it becomes a problem. If you don't, you saw me, you caught me, and I saw your energy shift. You're mad, bitter, hateful, right? Don't touch me, leave me alone. There's all the red flags. You don't have to say nothing. When I say respectfully, it's over. It's emotionally cheating. It was the number one how you doing respectfully wise. So when you catch your partner doing that, what should you do? You should talk about, hey babe, chill out. You know what emotionally cheating is? No, let me elaborate. So I just caught you. That's why I'm a little bothered by you. If you keep doing it, just to let you know, I'm gonna walk away. What? I don't deal with toxicity. I offer love and that's it. Right, right.
Just be honest with me and let me know that, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to own up.
And what are you doing?
This is what I did.
Right.
This is what I said.
Correct.
Or, yeah, it just goes back to walk away.
Facts,
You
facts.
can't be an adult and, right?
Yo, deadass. And remember, queens out there, queens behind the screen, typically queens on these live sessions. Easier said than done initially. Having a real support team, we have these conversations. How you doing, everyone? How's it going? It becomes better because we have the story we tell you, forewarn you, right? And then, sorry, Ange, Aunt Vigo, I don't know how to not be so emotionally invested. Okay, Queen, you're my inner child. I used to be you. Remember my tattoos reason. When you're too empathetic, what is our flaw? You know, you're too empathetic, you're too naive, you're too gullible. You're called what? A people pleaser. We overlove and in our head, remember your mind, our minds.
10 times harder being an empathetic person.
Correct. Correct.
It really is.
Oh yeah. Because we want to give this person the universe, right? And we will give them the universe. The downfall is this: will they match your energy? And that's why when you're too empathetic, here's everyone's flaw. You're a square too empathetic. That's you queens. What do we say? I see the good in people. When we say that, not knowing because no one really says this shit, you actually still sabotage your life. Because you will give your all. I know you will. I was you. What should you be saying in the healing journey is I see the good of myself first and foremost, and then everybody around me. Now it's everyone's energy. No queen can take my energy. My last potential last year, not even my girlfriend, met her at the farmer's market. I pass her mom's house every Thursday. I don't become every night to talk to see how she's doing. But here's the kicker: anybody can reject you, and sometimes people think they're ready for love. But remember this: when you think you're ready for love, or you convince yourself, you know what, maybe I can do this. No, you're about to sell someone a dream, and when this person actually in the healing journey does offer love, self-sabotage relationship because oh shit, you know what? They do love me to the fullest. I thought I was ready, and I can't do this because my traumas. Like.
I find that being an empathetic person is you have to draw that line, and that's the hardest point to get to. Is when you live your whole adult life being an empathetic person, and then you just get to that point. You will, whoever she was that was talking to you, you'll get to the point where you're just like, okay, you're not going to see it coming. You're going to think, okay, well, I'll text you.
I could.
I'll text you the news for the rest of my life, but you're going to wake up one day and be like, you know what? Okay, have a good life.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, blessed, Marie.
8 years old, and it took me till now to figure that out.
Yo, Queen, 18 at heart, my tattoo, 39. In this lifetime, I started my healing journey at 39. That's what I tell everybody. I tell my nephew. I tell my nephew, chill out. I know you're my brother's, kid type of situation. I know I think you just turned like 17, I believe. I see, hey, what's up, little man? How you doing? As a little kid, I saw you grow up. And I go, here's the kicker. I'm going to try to get for you in life. But I know when I speak to you, it's going to be Japanese to you. All of it's going to be potentially Japanese. But I'm just forewarning you, like this life journey type of situation, whatever you believe in is cool. Nothing's wrong with that. But it's a person by your side that's going to change your life. If you're allowed to take your life, take your energy type of situation to forewarn you. You can be the most exotic person cosmetically as a being, love the universe, positive energy. But magically, you sold yourself a dream or they sold you a dream, and now they take your energy. And he was like, so it's not there's no point in being in relationships. Like, the word relationships healthy. You don't want toxic relationships. That's what you don't want. And when you're too empathetic, queen, like you're saying, that's like I was. How much in our heads? We see somebody and we overthink, we overlove. And what do we say? That's what I tell queens all the time. Queens, before you shoot your shot, the code about technology, research. I use myself as an example. Let's say the queen's in my DMs. I read the comment. Hey, King, I love your energy. I like to get to know you, but actually more on a personal level. I already know they try to potentially get to know me, like as a potential. So what do? Before I respond to the comment, I go. I'm not saying everybody has social media. A lot of us do, and for the most part, when any app you go to, let's say I go to Likey, I set up an account. It's an ask you, hey, this is welcome to Likey, so on and so on, right? So if you want to, you can interlink your other platforms, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and so on and so on, right? And when you interlink it, what do? Oh, cool, you have different platforms. I'm gonna go to every platform. Why? Yes, Queen, cosmetically beautiful, money, power, and fame, OnlyFans, all this shit, right? But then, and you post positive talk, religious, spiritual universe, and then I tell people, got your cell phone, just scroll, go on their timeline, and let's say 4 months ago she posted Fuck my ex. Fuck my baby father. Well, there's no co-parenting. That's a red flag. Fuck my ex. And 3 months ago, but she wants to get to know me, and I'll be queen. And what do? I screenshot. Hey, queen, just to let you know, thank you. Give yourself props for for shooting a shot. But I just went to your platforms. Let's talk about this. What? Yeah, research. And if it's been 3 months ago, and that's your baby father, so there's no co-parenting. Why is there not co-parenting? Is it more on your side? Is it on their side? Ask certain questions. I'm like dealing with toxicity, and then I have to tell people use my example. Like we match energy best as possible. Because I work to myself. I want love. If I offer love, I work to myself. Because remember, this love don't cost you shit. Love's free in the water every which way to forewarn you. Toxic love, you don't want toxic love. That shit will cost you everything in life. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, potentially, especially queens, potentially even your own life. If it starts with emotional cheating, it will go to the verbal abuse, and it goes to breaking shit and the physical abuse. And they can say, I love you, give you two black eyes. I love you, but I love God. Would God give you two black eyes? I doubt it very much. So why do you have the devil by your side? Respectfully, So that's why as beings, the intent, especially when you're too empathetic, trying to overlove, overthink. You be a cute couple, you can get married, have cute kids, and you haven't even shot your shot. And when you shoot your shot, remember this: as one being, can you handle rejection? The word no. Nobody had to say yes. To forewarn you, nobody had to say yes. That's for everybody out there. That's why, once again, try to control your feelings as best as possible. Build compassion, mind, common sense, comprehension on the overall, right? Love. Your heart is what sells you your dream every which way. And when people reject it, well, I can try harder. You can try harder.
What I did is I wrote out a list, and it does work because I'm an empathetic person. So
Okay.
I wrote a list out of my boundaries now.
Beautiful.
Right?
Like, yeah.
This is what I will tolerate. This is what I won't tolerate, and these are things that I'll lay out on the table with anybody that I know.
Correct. That's beautiful. So once again, a lot of you queens, you know about the healing journey, right? So I was taught 5 years ago, memorial support, the king fall back, alone face tattoos. Now I'm gonna teach you something. Time to date yourself. What? So you get to know yourself. What are your boundaries? What are your love languages? What are your standards? When you know that about you, the potential to be, ask them the same question. There's a scenario, they don't know what that means. Then elaborate what your boundaries are, your love language standards, and maybe they might comprehend. And my situation.
A lot of people don't know about the love languages.
Correct. Well, you queens do typically.
Learned that with my ex-husband, we were in counseling with our pastor, and he actually brought up the love languages and told us that it may help us. I mean, it didn't work for us, obviously, but
okay.
I mean, for the most part, once you learn your love language,
right,
it makes a huge difference.
Facts. Queen, my last girlfriend, that did that love story, right? One of my followers, beautiful individual, exotic individual, right? And our relationship failed because of love languages wise. And I heard of the term, once again, back this 3 years ago, it was still healed every which way, but I heard the term, she taught me, and we talked about it. And, she was, once again, the grieving journey, nothing wrong with shedding tears, right? And we talked about it, because her love language is like gifting. I'll tell bitch, I love you. And everybody's screaming the potential to be right. Queen, just to let you know, my love language, I'm very simple. All I want from you is to be authentic yourself. You don't ever have to buy me anything for any of my, these holidays, these man-made holidays, ever. All I want from you is just be yourself. That's why I tell her, chill out, babe. Why do you think I would look at?
I thrive off admiration, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's my big love language.
Yes.
It should be going both ways, right?
That's the intent.
And remind them that they're doing something right every day.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
But you have to let them know that there's one thing you admired about them that day.
Correct.
And I need that. I need that validation.
Right?
I need to be reassured, admired.
Which is cool, because remember that, Queen, that is your love language. As long as you know that, the potential, you realize, hey, this is my love languages. This is what I want from you, type of situation. Can you offer that? Like I told her, chill out. Like, I might buy you a gift. I go, the first version of myself, my first baby mom back in high school times, I would buy gifts. Respectfully, I don't care about gifts. So I told her, you don't have to buy me nothing. And that's why I told her, she's like, what do you want from me? Now that the relationship's over and we're talking about it, because I want to learn why it failed, right? So I told her, chill out. Why do you think I would just look at you? And you'd be, why are you looking at me? Because you're my gift. I go, when you buy me this gift, that makes you feel good, right? all those gifts, like you're my gift. Because guess what? Finally in my life, right? Then I was like, I'm 44 now, so I was 41 then, right? Yeah, 41 then. I go, and I say respect me. Nothing against my exes, my two baby moms and prior two girlfriends, right? Nothing against it, because all four of us were just on a journey, not a healing journey. Higher source, everything, but none of this conversation, right? I go, finally in life, I actually get a taste of love, and I got that from you, and that my standards are hella high now. I won't deal with toxicity. I tell and God for one the potential to be, so you know what you're getting into. I don't want you to self sabotage your life. I don't want you to hurt your own feelings thinking that you're ready for this. Respectfully, I don't. And if I tell Queen, I told her, baby, if I'm not good for you, you're not satisfied. Please do not accept me. Like you won't, and you carry my feelings. That door's there for you. Do not feel guilty. People will come and go. That is their free one choice. Or you can pray by manifest. This is the way I am as a being. This is how I function. There's got to be king out in the universe that can match your energy. And now she's got her hubby. She comes in my life once in a while, and I'm happy for them. I'm not. No, you should be happy. Your ex is moving on, and they're doing a good relationship. For someone that matches their energy every which way. That's beautiful. All you boys and girls are bitter, hateful because why? You can't handle the rejection part. Not yet, at least.
And that's another thing is social media.
And the read my comments in a minute, Queen.
Again, destroys relationships because
go for it.
You can see when you're scrolling on TikTok, there's so much toxic behaviors. exes getting together or going against another ex, and it's like you're not in grade school. Grow up, walk away, and that's it. That's it. The only time I think that it's okay to vent about an ex on social media is if they abused you.
Right. You're going through it, healing journey.
That goes along with advocacy, right? That's
correct.
What I do. It's not because I'm trying to tear him down as a
right.
being.
Right.
I'm seeing facts out there.
Correct. You're forewarning, Queen. That's what you're doing. Us boys, the boys are narcissistic, right? We're getting bothered and bitter, right? Because why? You're exposing us. That's why. We don't want locally, they know what's happening between us. Now you don't tell the whole universe what happened between us. I tell the boys on the girls, the two narcissistic, hey, check out. This is my personal experience, right? This is what I went through. This is the red flags that I missed. Maybe, once again, like my ex, she's at her hubby now, they moved on. Let's say scenario she was single. And hey, check out. If you decide to be my ex, this is what I missed. Maybe she's in the healing journey. Maybe she's evolving, but just stay observant of the stuff that I missed, and you don't comprehend that. But your partner is too narcissistic. Their problem is you're exposing them because of social media to all the universes of all the realms. Like, hey, I don't know who you are. I don't know even your ex, but I saw her, W Queens, on TikTok, IG, Facebook. Yeah, you're a pretty boy, $1 billion, but you love bomb. Yep, no, I'm cool. How can you tell me I'm beautiful? I want to marry you. You told that thing to your ex. How do you know that? Because I saw her on TikTok. I don't have to comprehend, but it's happening to me. You love bombing. No, thank you. You're a red flag. And they hate rejection, and then they call you, blow you up, and try to sue you for defamation. Especially you queens, if you have digital receipts, court receipts, that's not defamation. That's facts. Court cases. That's your name, right? That's what you did to me, right? How's the defamation? I'm not selling ring. I'm not lying. You're mad because I'm exposing you. And just for one, if you want to date them, I pray for you. The idea of the healing journey, I don't know. There's no contact. I don't talk to them. As a forewarning. That's the cool thing about social media. But I tell queens all the time, if you know your partner, if you're too narcissistic and he already physically whooped your ass, right? And he's threatening you, then off your dome. Make a TikTok on his platform. Just to let you know, I have no problem with nobody.
Breakups, you know what I mean? It's just so out of hand.
Well, it's because they're queen. They're venting, especially on the queen side. I get it.
You broke up because you weren't good for each other. Those kind of things. I just look at it and I'm like, real life problems. Come on, people.
Right.
There are more dire things going on in the world and in domestic relationships, whether it's a man or a woman laying hands on somebody. There's bigger issues. It's just childish.
Well, correct. It is to a certain extent, but remember this, especially young generation, let's say they're middle school, high schoolers, freshmen in college, especially the queens. Yes, because especially on TikTok, going breakups, exposing, etc. Why? Remember, because of their feelings, they're on a journey. They can play in higher sort, but they remember all the people in the comments, followers, they're viral. The downfall is, majority of them, they're all on a journey. They're on a healing journey. No, like me, I'm in my comments on any platform. I put in a sequence. Nobody.
Eventually, they will get to the point. All of those people will get to the point where they'll look back and be like, "Oh, well, why did I post that?"
True,
right?
true. On that note,
Things also that one that I posted, when it comes up on this day, and I'm like, nope, I'm not reposting that.
right.
That was a different part of me. I
The
healed from
version of
that.
yourself.
Not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the good thing about technology. Like, the repost, on this shirt or whatever. My situation, I tell people, I know I sound strong because I worked on myself. Now go to my YouTube, go to my Spotify, go 5 years back in 2020. My ex, she's a narcissist. Everyone can be narcissistic. When she moves on, she didn't take no healing journey, but that's her free one choice. That's again, but now the intent is to let them go, progress forward in life. And yeah, I posted it, But that was, and that's the cool thing about technology. I preach about audio blogs and video blogs as a being. This is a live podcast, right? Tell all the kings and queens. Journaling is cool. That's a lot of writing. I'm a geek tech a type of day. Grab your cell phone, audio blogs. When you're ready to, bump it up, physical. Video blogs. Can you grab your cell phone, look directly at the camera, and talk to yourself? And you can try. Let's see, okay, I can do it. But then you're like, oh, shit feels kind of weird. Like, I can make TikToks, I can bullshit with people, but now I'm talking to myself. Yeah, different. But the cool thing with the video blogs.
That was hard for me to do. I was on TikTok for a good year before I even went live the first time. And I was just kind of sitting there staring, and nobody was in there yet. And I'm sitting there for like an hour, and nobody comes in. And I'm like, well, what do I have to do for people to like me? And now I'll go live, and I'm just like, I feel better if I don't show my face.
Yeah.
That's one thing I need to get to is I used to show my face, and then I don't know, it's just something in me was just like, hey, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I need to get past that.
Yeah, you don't have to. Once again, like the cool thing about it is, remember, the fifth platform is your platform. You can, like me in my situation, some people that are toxic be like, well, Queen, this is my live session. This is my, so if you don't show your face cam up, you can't be in the live. Hey, do what you want to do. You sit in the box, you mute yourself, whatever you're comfortable with, right? I just tell stories. But real fast, Ange says, I have that too. I have a vetting system, and it's helped a lot, but deception still affects me heavily, and I blame myself. It's because we question our self worth initially wise, like what could I have done better? Especially Queen, check out. If you did your part best as possible and you gave your all to let you know the answer, you could have been a porn star, been like a buddy, gave him $1 billion. It's not you, it's him. You're on a healing journey. Let's see, not determined, but you offer love. That's the healing journey. You're authentic to yourself. He offered toxic love. Bible talk. I'm gonna tell my body. What do we all say when we're start with love, lovey-dovey, and bullshit, right? And the relationship goes toxic. And when someone asks you, hey, well, how was the relationship in the beginning? What do we all say? The first line in the Bible, in the beginning. Yeah, I'm gonna get tatted. In the beginning, ... love. So it's gonna say underneath it, it's gonna say, so when did they go to toxic love? When was red flags happening? When were they passing boundaries? What? What's that? Japanese? Well, let's talk about it. Let's break it down together because that's the attempt to comprehend that. So the next potential to be of all your exes scenario. Let's say, I'll keep it simple. I had 5 girlfriends, but I only had 4 prior, right? So let's say number 1, I didn't like her because she was jealous. Second one, she's jealous and trolling. Third one, jealous and trolling, cell phone. And what do we do as beings in toxic relationships? We collect red flags. We don't observe the red flags, and we collect very little getting green flags. In the healing journey, I observe the red flags, realize boundaries, and I collect green flags. I don't, and I won't ever deal with toxicity. A zillion queens in all the universes, in all these realms. Why would I just about one respectfully? That's why I'm 3 years single. Respectfully, I would love to be in a relationship. The physical touch is beautiful. These conversations, locking eyes, energy is phenomenal. But if you're a potential partner and we talk about everything, then what are we doing here? Respectfully. And remember this, the Forewarn universe. I'm gonna play a clip. Remember this. You don't know who she is, right? There's a potential, and as it be, I have one of the potential queens to be in partners. Like, I won't say your name. Only people that know your voice, that know us, they know I'm talking about you. I'll respect your name, every which way, right? But you make a clip, right? And that's why I play this clip, once again, because her intent with me initially was, and she realized in a second, I'll play it, right? Which is TLC sex and intercourse, lust. That's what she wanted with sex initially. But then she started catching feelings, and then she tried to convince herself, maybe I can do this.
That's a curse of a woman, is what that is.
Well, it's
because many feelings. There's no woman that can say they can just hook up and not develop feelings.
Well,
it's impossible for women.
On the overall, yes, but the ones that are too, let's say the word narcissist, the too narcissistic, these bad girls, fuck girls, bad boy, fuck boys, they for the most part, when I say regulate, they just don't care. And that's why they got to manipulate. They run away like fuck it, hey, you can leave whenever you want to. Why are you looking for me? I'm not even looking for you, and so on, right? But because they're numb, they're just toxic love. They'll say love, but look what they're doing to you, right? So that's why me as a B, I even told that. That's why. And here's the kicker. Remember this: like when you verbalize, no one has to comprehend you. My situation, I tell the queens day one, hey, just to let you know, for both of us, the doors are for us. I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. What? And she even told me after she squashed it through a text, right? Not actually conversation, which is okay. It's okay. Remember this. Nobody. It'd be nice to have the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. Babe, shit out. It's not gonna work out. I thought I could do this, and I lied to myself. I really thought I could, but no. Like, yeah, I love the way you speak. I love your energy, but no. Like, I know you want love. I thought I was ready for love, but no, I'm not ready for this. And my situation is that she even told me, your energy's too strong. And just to let you know, from after me, what any female you tell day one, I don't need you in my life, I want you in my life, potentially be alone forever. I go, my face tattoos. I just, before she squashed it, I go, that respect, I say this, I've been doing this for 5 years. You know? Like, I got tired, respect, I say this comment. I just got tired of the word alone. I comprehend the feeling. So to trigger people with words, it's my face. You're reading my face. Why do you have alone, black and red? You're narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck, you're too empathetic. Both of you scared to be alone initially.
Do you find that you're at the point now in your healing that you're okay with being alone?
Oh, I'm blessed. I already know, like I was 4 or 5 years ago. Remember this? I heard it. I said I comprehended it. Now I'm living it. My situation, right? And that's what I said a minute ago. And I say respectfully. I'm not saying all right. For the most part, a lot of you queens are empathetic on the overall, right? And you believe you're fixed, you're changed, you're saved because us boys roll up and we're traumatized. You want to mold us to be a better person, to do self love, which is beautiful. And then my situation, I'm healed. I worked on myself. So now that I'm healed, I worked on myself. A lot of queens like they're like, okay, well, like he knows his conversations, and I can't really do anything. I can't really mold them. Like, what do I do with them? And that's what they push away. And once again, I was for 5 years ago, but my real support team. And then 5 years ago, I comprehended. 5 years after the fact, it's happening. And I'm like, and that's the dilemma when you're on the awakening woke journey, especially the woke journey. Like, can someone actually match your energy, especially in the queen side? Because typically on the overall, you queens do help us every which way. But as a forewarning, control your feelings best as possible. Minds. I mean, this is with your minds, not your heart, because you didn't put too much effort in us. And then what? Respectfully,
I finally started to get to the point now where I'm okay being alone.
Okay.
I mean, we're human, right? We crave that partnership,
right?
And like you said, love. But
love, yeah.
There's too much lust in the world that I just don't want to bring my walls down, and I'm just like, I'll have guys message me.
Oh yeah, you queens, no competition.
Like, we can be friends,
right?
But I am so okay being alone. Like, you don't even know how okay I am.
Right.
Like, I like my solitude. I don't even know if I could live with a man again. I don't think I could.
Can I say something, Miss?
That's also part of my healing journey.
Right.
Not 100% healed.
Correct. Hey, Queen, remember this. For everybody, Queen, the healing journey, Queens, how many times the Queens a lot, it's at your own pace. It's not a race, no marathon at all. But I will say this, the younger the better. What? The younger the better, because you're ahead of the game, especially you have real support teams, these conversations. I see too many queens, and we have this feeling of the healing journey. You feel like you're not doing good. I tell the queens all the time, check it out. How old are you? 27. Do you have kids? No. Just to let you know, physically, verbally, I'm talking to you. Am I matching my head, emotionally, spiritually? I'm talking to a 26-year-old version of myself. When I was 26, first baby moms. So you're 26, first baby mom, 2 daughters deep. I was 26. Yeah, I was 26. Toxic relationship. You have no kids. You're beating me. And here's the best part. What? You're talking to nobody. Give yourself props. What do you mean? I don't know you. You reached out. We're talking to vibing. You're doing good, because the best people to talk to are nobodies. What? How so? Why so? Because nobodies, I don't know your past. You don't know. He don't know my past. If we both mention it, we could talk about it. We keep it today, then now the present best as possible. That's the beautiful thing about nobodies. Somebody's, and to forewarn people, everybody has the right to be in your past or present. When they do, and we stay shallow, how are you act? How you respond? Especially when it comes to exes, like my situation, right? And I'll give you, I'm telling my little stories, right? Nothing against against my ex, the mother of my boys, right? And this is maybe like about 6 weeks ago, something happened, and which I'm gonna call it. and she wanted to have the group meet with the boys, right? And I was like, cool. Remember co-parenting? And she started saying, "But well, this is how your father was." I remember this. The old version of myself on a journey, not his journey, I would intervene, jumped in. Like, no, now that I worked myself healed, but my healing journey, I let her vent. So she's talking, and that, and she's raising her voice a little bit. Because remember this, and so far, I told her, remember, I'm happy for you and your hubby. I pray to God y'all last forever. But remember this, forever is not factual. But if it is factual scenario, then that means in this lifetime, I'm the last person who destroyed you with my words. And respect. I told her nothing against you. You moved on right away. There was no healing journey. So I'm your ex, neck tattoo, right? And your exes, your previous exes, you took all that trauma and my trauma to him, and the intent to try to make this work, and it's easier said than done, right? So she was raising her voice, and you tell she's getting triggered, and she's shedding tears because she's getting really angry. And I remember this: I'm staying quiet, I'm not intervening, I'm letting her vent. And then she walked away. The boys are just quiet. And then like, Dad, what's she like? I go, chill out. Like, you guys are really, really young, because the boys are 13, 12, 11. I have too many kids. 8 and going on 6, right? I go, well, look from your mother, father. Your mother, I heard a lot. Like, I know any of these conversations. So she's the last queen, aka girl in this universe. I heard with my words as a partner. I'm gonna teach you don't become me, because I was not taught this. Is the best part. Your mother, father's side, and this side, my side, they don't know this conversation. All your family can call you your father's crazy, especially because of my tattoos, right? And after she calmed down and talked to the next day, chill out. Can I talk to you? Remember that I respect your boundaries. You don't think I have anything about to tell you. So go for it. And she thought, well, yesterday I let you back. Remember, the old version myself, I would have jumped in and we'd have a verbal, confliction type of situation. But she's like, I know who you are. I go, okay, remember this. You can verbalize, I know how you are. You know me, right? I go, and her hubby was right there. Right? I go, chill out. Nothing against you two. Here's the kicker. You don't know me. She's like, what? He even looked at me. What do you mean? You don't know me. You know me on the weekends. You know of me. You know your hubby. If you knew me, you'd be by my side. If you knew me, we'd be a family again, respectfully. You know of me. You know the 7-year-old version of ourselves. You don't. You know that person. Why am I talking? Well, here's the best part. If you know me, yesterday I should have jumped in and we were at each other's throats in front of everybody. No, you have exactly have the right to feel like. But here's the kicker: my neck tattoo. I'm the last ex in your lifetime so far, right? I pay you, your hubby lasts forever. So to trigger the positive to call you out, when will you let me go? What? When will you let me go? I let you go 5 years ago in 88 days, respectfully. And I said, I know it's triggering. But I'm here to remind you. It's a day. Every time you think about me, any of us, and I'm not even here. If I take energy, why do you allow me to take your energy? And I'll say, and I'll just my neck tattoo. And after that part is, in your mansion, your head, I'm your ex. That door painted that I own, I'm eating my popcorn. I'm watching Call of Duty. I smile your face, living the rent free. Why do you allow me to live you rent free in your head? Respectfully, I was you. I know I comprehended 1,000, so just remind you. And that's for everybody out there. Everybody has the right to bring your past to present. Everybody does. But the idea is that when you do closure for yourself, forgive. I did fuck up. I did all that wrong. Right? Communication. Initially in our head, because our mind is really, really fucking powerful, right? And we lie to ourselves, or we hide it so well that we forget about it until we hear something, watch something, and it triggers something. We watch a TikTok. Fuck, I haven't thought about my ex for 20 years. I forgot to do that to me. Now the trauma kicks in. Now your day goes to shit. And it's been 20 years. You locked it up really, really well, right? That's what the second hard part was. Let go. Do closure for yourself. Comprehend what happened to do comprehension. And once you let your exes go, I promise you do it a lot better for yourself. I promise you will. And you can talk to your ex. Not there.
I saw this quote one time, and I don't know the full quote, but it really stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
I see it everywhere, and it's just 2 words: let them.
Yeah, I love that.
About a situation from the past or an ex, I just say in my mind, let them go.
Let them go. Let go. Yeah,
let
yeah.
them say what they want.
Mm-hmm.
It's just let them. That's it.
Correct. That's the intent, and it's very motivational, right? The cool thing is, like, okay, you're not around your exes, right? You watch your TikToks, the motivational speakers, which is beautiful. It's exotic as fuck. But then you tell people, analogy metaphor, like, Superman, Superwoman talk, right? All your exes, you can verbalize, I let them go, no contact, I block them. I let them go. You know, how many speak to many queens? I tell queens all the time, face to face behind the screen, and see at the farmer's market, queen. We can verbalize it because I was you. You will know when you let them go the day that God, higher source, the universe, whatever term you want to use, test you. What do you mean test me? I promise you 1,000, all your exes will always come back. They could be married, 50 kids, it doesn't matter. They come back. When you see them and you lock eyes, they could be 20 years from now. Any negative energy, you become sad, depressed, bitter, hateful, scared. But you said you let them go.
I used to, you know, when I first left my abuser and I was recovering, I was in pretty rough shape, and I was still pushing myself to make the content and put it out there and make it so that other survivors could come and talk to me. And I knew that he was watching me.
Oh, well, that's their job, respect, queen. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, were coming into my lives, and it used to affect me so much.
Trauma,
and
correct.
I just posted a video the other day, and it was a song. It said, "Do you see me now?" And I just put it out there, like, "Hey, abuser, do you see me now?" Now I'm at the point where it's, again, let them.
Right.
It doesn't watch me.
Right, yo, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's why potentially you might heard there's an old school analogy metaphor, right? They'd be like, which I gotta like write this shit down. I have too many sayings in my head, right? Because as a beat, I'll take traditional sayings, and I like to elaborate more. So it'd be like, for the exes, right? Like, I want you to watch you eat, but not at my table. Traditional saying, right? I say once I get my YouTube, I was watching my old YouTube 5 years ago, right? So what I say now, right? What I've been saying 5 years, but once again, in the healing journey, as we evolve, we start using different terminology. Huh?
What's up, brother?
How you doing? How's it going?
What's up?
How's it going? How you doing, Queen? How's it going?
I'll fuck with the hair, brother, and them glasses.
Oh, thank you. This hearing glass, but thank you for the compliment. But what you
specifically? What's wrong with specific? You know, I specifically want you to be my wife. How do you feel about
that? I guess.
Oh, so that's a yes? We getting married tomorrow.
Marriage?
You're gonna be the queen of my double wide trailer, baby girl. How do you feel about that? I know you're gonna be real happy moving into a double wide from a single wide.
Potentially, but marriage, that's a big term to use. That's a big.
That's a. Fucking trailers, really? What the fuck do you mean? Ain't a double wide, and you're saying you're not gonna marry me?
Sorry, guys. I apologize. Yes, I made videos with that song. Oh, and John Bigo says that. Yes, I made video with that song. That's beautiful. And that's about the technology of these platforms, because you can do TikToks and music. And remember the best part, their words. Me as a being, I might trigger people when I say this. To me, it sounds exotic to my ears because I worked on myself. I let go of my exes, my past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. So when I do my podcast, gym therapy, driving therapy, right? I listen to breakup music, divorce music, breakup music, suicidal music, and then another breakups, suicidal.
When you start to heal, those songs aren't so sad anymore.
They don't hit as hard. Correct. In the beginning, breakups.
You listen to it and you're like, okay, I was at that point, but I don't feel it like that anymore. Right?
Correct, because you're letting go. That's beautiful. Yeah. You're evolving. Initially, that's for the songs when they hit hard. Well, I ask everybody, okay, it hits hard, but why? My one-on-ones, I tell people, hey, I'll send you my Spotify playlist, and when you're working out, try to work out to this. And I send it to them, be like, how do you work out to that? Like, but okay, when you hear it, what does it trigger you? Suicide? Okay, so family passed away, right? Suicide. Just want to say that. Breakups? Who'd you think of? Your ex? Yeah, there it is. So it distracts you. Right. That's beautiful. Correct. Oh yeah, and that's the cool thing about is as what I believe as beings, but which I preach to my one-on-ones and in general wise, test yourself. Your ex is not by your side. That you initially the breakups it hurt. You heard the song "Ball Like a Bitch." I mean, like I could play many songs, right? And I play clips, and it just hurts. Like, yeah, in the beginning it does. It's because As you hear, remember this: you're not the artist. It's not your song. It's not even your words. It's not even your poetry. But you know what's going to because that's your personal experience, and it's about whomever it is, your ex, exes, and so on and so on. That's why it hits hard initially. Once you let go, like me, I tell my ex, hey, up. People like me, luckily, be like, because for the most part, like many cultures, especially in the ghetto hoods, co-parenting is not a thing. Like, how do you go to her place with their hubby? You stay out over them. Like, it's called co-parenting. So you see them, yeah, they're lovey-dovey, everything. Like, I'm happy for them every which way. This is a bit how you do respect me, but that's how it's called co-parenting. Because I let her go. You should be happy that your ex moved on. They have a good potential partner by their side. And you tell them, you two should have been us, but we're both on a journey, not a healing journey. Because if we were both on a healing journey, potentially we'd still be together. It wouldn't have been that toxic. If it did become toxic, we would have left a long time ago. It would not be 5 boys deep, maybe 2 boys deep, But both of us higher source, but as a couple, toxic. But we love God. Okay, make that make sense respectfully,
Right? Makes sense. Yeah.
My narcissist came back and I was struggling with the bond, so I started writing songs. Oh, shut up, man. That's beautiful. I write, make beats, try to sing, and no edits, and release weekly. Shut up. Hey, what platforms? I love to follow you. I love to hear it. Remember this, in this universe, everybody has a gift. You might not know it yet, but everyone has a gift. My gift, if I pay to talk, I'll be a zillionaire. Second gift, if I pay to sleep, I'll be a zillionaire. I love to sleep. Like insomnia, with insomnia, I don't have that no more. I just overage myself. I don't stare at my eyelids. I don't stare at the ceiling. I let everybody go. I'm the biggest carer about the universe. I care about everybody. I was say I'd be like, why do you care about everybody? Like that's
Your
different.
empathy is now use your empathy now as a motivational tool.
Oh yeah, compassion. As
Yeah.
Buddha talk, I'm mindful. Like I was you. When we're unmindful, we're just we're not doing mind comprehension. We're doing our heart or feelings.
You don't even, like I noticed about you, so you don't even have to put your boundaries out there because in everything that you say
Mhm.
and express, your boundaries are in all of that, right? So
Energy. That's the intent. Like if like queen, you know about a lot of you queens know about boundaries, so you observe, and that's why a lot of queens in my DMs. I love your energy, king. I get to know you. I be queen just to let you know. Like if I just speed dating. If you want to go to my Spotify, YouTube, there's the over myself. You see me evolve. This is all I preach about. We all have our own gifts. And like man, last sex, beautiful individual. Her name's Amber, right? She'd be like, "Well, why do you give so much energy?" Because you see them, that's us. We evolved. I want to pay it forward because none of us can stop the spiritual warfare, but we can prevent it by telling stories. That's my product to everybody. I'm always your pocket 24/7, 365. I will not let you drown. I know how it feels to put your hand out. Higher source, emotional, spiritual, there physically. So maybe it's initiate healing journey.
isn't going to change
Nah,
its ways, but like they say, all it takes is one person.
facts.
One person to influence another person, and then that person. It's like
Domino
it's
effect.
like when you're in a drive-through and somebody in front of you
Pays forward. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
It doesn't have to hit 100 people a day. It's just
One person at a time.
we're not
Yeah.
gonna change the world by telling stories, but we're gonna change somebody's life, right?
Pay forward, as I was taught 5 years ago, and that's my gift. And another little gift I have is called visions, which I didn't know this gift was triggered by a queen locally. Matter of fact, she lives half an hour away. I don't know her. I know of her. And I met her when I used to be on Plenty of Fish day nap. Once again, me personally, say respectfully, I don't care about day naps. I think they're really toxic. So I did, but I got okay. I could make another account. Remember this, especially in the more positive talk. This,
Canada. I thought that dating app was just in Canada.
no, it's all that I know of. A lot of nations out there. It's just because you pick your region type of situation. Me personally, once again, I say respectfully, like I think I still to get respect and say this. Dating apps are corny because you can make your bio beautiful. I love the universe, all good stuff. But then, and I say respectfully once again because a lot of queens are empathetic on the overall. You want to mold us, and when you meet a guy in the healing journey, and they be like, and baby, your bio says all this, but in my situation, I go, if you want to test a being to see, which my terminology, if they're boys and girls on a journey or men and women in the healing journey. Remember this: anybody can make time for anybody on a cell phone. We all have lives. I get it, but let's say you have how you doing, Quinn? How's your day? Whatever, right? Small talk, but it's consistent. Every 5 minutes, and they curveball them. What I do with the queens all the time to see if she's a girl or she's a woman. So, Queen, when you start the healing journey, did you have a real support team? What do you say to yourself? And we have lives. I get it. I'm very patient. Before that comment, those questions, right? Let's say scenario that it's 5 minutes, consistent. I respond. I'm at work. She's at work, right? And now that I ask that question, comment, crickets. 10 minutes, nothing. A day, nothing.
I need consistency in my life, no matter who you are. Like I've made a lot of friends on here, and I've got rid of a lot because if you're not consistent in my life, then I can't have you in it.
Facts.
Any scenario, like care about people, check in on them.
Correct. Facts. And what I like to say, which I preach about, especially queens, hey queens, remember this. He can verbally say I love you, right? But you text, take it back. He texts you, you respond like this, right? Because you love him. You're happy to see the text, right? And when you text him, I have a comment. It takes him 5-10 minutes, right? Remember this. Anybody can make time. I'm tired. Can make time for anybody, especially the person they love, quote unquote. So you queens, for the most part, I already know a lot of you. Like I would say, like 95% of you. I know you'll match my energy best as possible. When you love these conversations, right? These boys hate my ass. Cause why? They're fucking up. They don't have these conversations at all. We expect to say this. That's why if you're matching energy best as possible, and there'll be counting time, they'll be like matching energy is wrong. Like bullying people is wrong. Like no, it's called reverse psychology, match energy. So you don't have to do this.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it, Queen. Go for it.
My biggest thing is, like if I write somebody and I say, how was your day, and I don't hear, they don't look at the message for 5 hours, 6 hours after, and they say, oh, I was busy.
But I love you. I want to get to know you. I want to have babies and get married.
5, 6 hours later, why didn't you just answer the question instead of saying I'm busy? Just it takes half a second to type in a response.
Especially in a cell phone. I get it. We get lives. Like my last ex-girlfriend, right? Beautiful individual. She told me this, and because my baby mom was a mother of boys, right? So when the kids are on my side, she texts me, "Hey, how the boys?" Me right away. Cool. They're doing good, etc. Right? And when the boys go on her side, cause remember this co-parenting. She's primary, I'm secondary. So during the week, how the boys doing? And my girlfriend visiting, right? I'm in Washington State, in California, right? This is my ex-girlfriend. And my day goes to shit because I get bothered. And she asked me, babe, I respect your boundaries, but can I ask you something? Go for it. Like, why do you allow your ex to take energy? What do you mean? Like, okay, remember this. Like, I'm a single mother. I'm pretty confident she's not a bad mother on the overall, right? So if something was happening to your boys, I'm pretty confident she'll reach out to respond to some type of situation. Remember this. She doesn't have to respond to you. You reach about matching energy, right? Reverse psychology. So why don't you match energy? I was like, what? Okay. She texts you when the kids are here, right? And you found away. So from now on, test her. Match energy, reverse psychology. Now, when the boys are here in this, you text before you respond. Don't respond. What? Don't respond. And then when she calls you, text you, I just text you and be, yeah. How you like that? What? When I do it to you, and when you hit, I respond. But now I'm matching energy, right? So what? Okay, if you stop doing your bullshit, I stop doing my bullshit. You keep doing it, I'll keep doing the same thing. And I love it for that because guess what? Because that was one of my triggers. My kids, this co-parenting because it's not easy because of feelings, right? It's initially hard, but that's why I remember this. Everybody can learn from everybody. As a being, I'm healed. I worked on myself. No one has to comprehend that term. What? You're healed? There's no more healing for me to do, but I can learn from others. And so I learn from her, from any queen I talk to, or any king that I talk to, because maybe your story I can learn from you. You know what? I never thought of that. Let me work on that. But as a being triggers, my kids, but that's your job. To get triggered, have the devil come out of me, like to curse you out? No. Like I won't get to that point, because I know the door's right there. And from there, wise, I match energy. So that's my motto to the universe. I'll probably get that out of me. If you play dumb, I'll play dumber. If you play stupid, I'll play stupider. If you can't words, please don't open your mouth. I promise you 1,000, I will traumatize you. I'm going to tell you, why would you allow me to traumatize you? Because every time you wake up, fuck the guy with tattoos. It's not racing a marathon, but I'm winning because a lot of my name is in your mouth. I'm winning. I don't want to win. You're already traumatized as it is. How many more doors of pain you can add from people in the universe, especially if I'm a nobody to you? How many more? But then you want love? Really, you want to get married? I love God. Okay, say all that. You have a lot of healing to do, And I said it respectfully. That's why I do scenarios. I speak bluntly because what? Especially queens, match energy. What? Match energy. I know it feels, initially I was you. Is it a hurt? You feel wrong, it's a sin. You know you're going to hurt their feelings, but they're hurting your feelings. That's why spiritual talk, what do I say? Like, if you don't realize boundaries, if you don't know how to say no, if you don't know how to match energy, reverse psychology wise, because they're being mean to you, right? So spiritual talk, you're being mean to yourself, hurting your own feelings. Make that make sense? What? You don't know this yet, but you're allowing it to happen. And I know triggering comment, I'm allowing it, comma for now. What do you mean? There's a big out together, so you comprehend where I'm coming from. Because if you realize boundaries, and remember, if the phone, you don't have to respect them, the door is right there. What? A zillion people in the whole universe. Why are you stressing about one? Respect. You make them make sense, And that's why I got blessed. And at this lifetime at 39, 1844, I just tell stories now. I don't want to ever hurt a potential partner with words. The truth, yes, right? But that's why I tell the queens, like, make sure you're in the healing journey. That's why I do scenarios and before we get involved. Oh, and real fast about that. Remember this. The intent. Please do not try to convince yourself, I'm ready, I can do this, I love his energy, I love her energy, like they make me feel good. Right. What do we all say initially? So a being makes you feel good, right? So I'm gonna tell my back to everybody else. If people make you feel good, if man-made bullshit makes you feel good, whatever man-made is, your job, your tattoos, your body is man-made. So why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense? What? And what's the answer? Because you're codependent of the whole universe, a very being. When you lose people, and because that person's too toxic, too narcissistic, and they use you, especially you queens, for your mind, body, beauty, lust, and every fucking dollar. Now you're literally broke. You're about to lose your home job, everything, because he sold a dream. He called your job. He sold the fuck out of you. Now you're all alone again, and you in this universe you would lose everything man made, and it sucks. It sucks, but you don't know this yet because you're doing opposite attract, and that's called toxic love. Love. When we say like fuck love hurts, that's incorrect. Initially, you have the right to say that. Everyone, like I did it. Love for the birds. It can't. It's highly impossible. We don't know that yet. So what I say, right? So like, if whatever your higher source, if God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirit, your ancestors is love, quote unquote. How can we can verbalize it? I know the feeling. I just said shit. Fuck love. Love for the birds. Love's a bitch. No. Toxic love hurts every which way. Everything starts with love. A friendship, partnership, social media friendship. Everything starts with love. So when did it go to toxic love? Why did we stop talking to each other? Why don't we get along anymore? That's why it's called toxic love. So number 2, respectfully wise, and that's the shit for everybody out there. You don't want toxic love by your side. That's why love initially is consistent. My tattoo, small letters, but the toxic love, big letters, inconsistent because now energy starts shifting. You don't want toxic love. Now you can say fuck toxic love. I say all the time, what's toxic? I don't want toxic by my side. As a partner, TLC's out in the course in bed, become one. Because everybody has their own forte when it comes to TLC, but not as my partner, not in the streets. That's just you got kids. They're around her kids and nor my kids. No. Especially in my situation. I tell queens all the time, queens too, behind the screen, my regular followers, yo, like, if you ever see me talk to her, like, hey, guess what, this is Maria. I love her, but she's a zombie addict and addiction, and she's a fuck girl. Call me the fuck. Yo, what's up, Mr. Positive? Hey, coach, why do you have her by your side? You're positive energy. She's negative energy. Why do you have her by your side? Respectfully. Hey, what's up, Cardi? How's it going? Welcome to the live. Yeah, I said respectfully. But anyways, let me play this clip really fast, right? And remember this, nothing against her. This for everybody out there, the ones that you say you want love, and then you try to convince yourself that you want love, and it comes to find out you wasn't ever ready for it. And then remember this, her people initially, because not their intent, but they do heal people. What do we do with heal people? To God for one, right? So I play this clip. Remember this, now my girlfriend of potential. What's up, number 2? How you doing? I still best. Have a good night, King. Take care. Be safe. Where's it at? Sorry, I got too many clips. Oh, here it is. So remember this. If you try to convince yourself, this would be you. And you remember this. You either gonna send it to your partner, or potential partner, or face to face you talk about it. And it's an oxymoron. It's easier. It's gonna sound so ass backwards. That's what it's called, oxymoron. It's easier to cheat, leave, ghost, divorce, break up with people than to have the adult conversation, a comfortable conversation. Babe, chill out. Like, I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm trying to figure it out. But like, I don't know, but I'm pretty confident. I think the spark's ending. Just to forewarn you, it might end. And are you ready to remember? They're not being mean to you. You're being honest, keeping 1,000 real. Can you handle the rejection? And you be like, well, no, babe, you're doing everything correct. You've been doing correctly. I'm trying to figure out my side. I don't know why. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm forewarning you. Potentially is gonna end. Or if you want to accept it by your side, I don't recommend it. Right. So remember, that's a positive. Adult conversations, but nobody has to have that. Because scenario, let's say you're too traumatized, right? You already know. Well, all my exes, every time I try to break up with them, the drama queens, they shed tears, they're chasing. I don't want to be clingy as shit. I don't want that. You know what? So they text you. It's over. Block. What the fuck? You know, it can hurt you, traumatize you, because rejection.
I tell you what, once you get to that point where you're just like, okay, block, right?
Right.
That is a powerful feeling. Like it's very empowering.
Correct.
It really is.
Oh yeah, for sure, most definitely. Remember this. So like, remember this. I'm not knocking on her. Beautiful individual, awesome energy, respectful. Like she thought, and she says it. Thinking. Remember this. I'm gonna get a tat on my back somewhere. It's gonna say, "Thinking is not knowing, judging is not knowing, assuming is not knowing, gossip is not knowing." If you look at somebody, I'll give myself an example. I am A, and you're B. You look at me. If you don't make a comment or ask a question, you won't ever spark a conversation. You won't ever know. You can now you go to the C to the Z parties. You gossip locally about me, locally wise, social media, etc. That guy is a prison tattoo. Game up here, so he's a fuck boy. Yeah, you can all talk about me till someone comes to me.
Nobody is willing to ask the questions
Right.
they're afraid of the answer.
Correct. Or they might trigger people. Remember this. You might trigger them potentially, or keep it to yourself. But then it beats you up every time you see me. Like my situation in Seattle, they'd be like, okay, when I saw you, I was a little cautious about you, right? But then I see you to everybody, like, I love your energy and you care about everybody. Like, your looks are deceiving. I was like, Queen, can I say something real fast? Go for it. Why are we speaking? Face to face at a farmer's market in Seattle. Why? It's not, okay, you can say energy now because you tell me, verbalize how I'm functioning. You're observing, right? But it's not because I'm brown. It's not because my tattoos, these words.
And that is so true. I have the most empathetic heart, and I'm a very kind person.
That's beautiful. A lot of queens are.
But when I go out, you know, for instance, I went to Walmart earlier.
Wally World.
Looks I get with my tattoos. I'm wearing shorts because it's summer and a tank top, and all my tattoos are out. People are just looking at me like,
you're the devil.
Right?
She's a thug.
That's I used to go to church, and I tell you what, I didn't cover my arms. You know, if I wanted to wear a nice blouse with a skirt, I would wear it.
Right.
My tattoos are a part of me. That's my self-expression. It does not mark who I am as a human being.
Right. That's my situation. On my forehead, the countenance from Jesus, I decided to crucify myself with my tattoos because I knew what I was going to go through. And once again, like my ex, she's telling me, like, especially Eastern Washington State, right? So it's Washington State cut in half. Eastern Washington, so Conway Pass, it separates us, right? So where I'm from, 1950 time Rolodex times. Tattoos, especially as a male, I'm the fucking devil. Everybody knows everybody. All these bosses, foremen know each other. Oh, that's the Yalas. I'm cool with the father. I'll give their family a job, not him. He's the devil. He's wrong. Hey, it'll hurt my feelings. Everybody behind the screen, when you decide to do tattoos, don't lie to yourself. Where do you live at? If it's really introverted, old school mentality, spiritual, religious, you're gonna get crucified. Do not feel guilty about it, right? So, Seattle I'm famous, not because my energy. It will say they'll verbalize it, but because my tattoos, because it's an attention getter.
People don't talk to you; they're going to judge.
It's okay. I want you. I want.
I mean, the way I see it is, you know, I'm in a vessel. This is
avatars. Right. Factual.
I'm gonna go to dust. So what does it matter? I'm not taking it with me.
Facts.
You know, so it's when I die, my spirit's gone. All this is a vessel of self-expression. That is it.
Facts. I love that. I'm happy. I like queens. Let me say that. That's why I buy with hella queens. Because why? Y'all say that for the most part. And you're on a healing journey, whatever your terminology is. Why is we have these deep conversations? That's how people tell you, like, death, like, it's inevitable. We can't stop it. You can prevent the best as possible, but just focus on your best as possible. This body is just an avatar. Maintain it. You got to take care of your body. So your body takes care of you. And that's the physical health. Your physically you're doing good, right? But what about your mental health? You're going upstairs, balance, yin and yang, mind, body. Keep yourself the best possible. Don't. I know your family, friends are traumatized. They're going through it. If you can be supportive without them having to take your energy too much, then vibe with them. But if they take energy, verbalize boundaries. They don't respect it, so show them a distance. If you have to cut them off, so be it. Respect to say that. Rejection is protection. So that's why, once again, my situation, and that's why it's happening to me now. And that's the part that, like, it kind of sucks. But what can I do about it? Nothing. I'm not gonna go. You know what? Let me lower my standards. Let me act like I'm still traumatized, and let this potential partner that she'll mold me, and then I'm lying to myself, keeping 100, some myself a dream. To people please.
Let me lower myself and be garbage and be nothing to be what you want me to be.
Right. And now you become a people pleaser because that makes you feel good. Like, no. And that's why, once again, like, I heard 5 years ago, and I said then 5 years ago, thank you, Queen, thank you, my boy, right? I comprehend you. Like, you sure? Yeah, okay. Stay tone. You can verbalize it. Right. Right. So it's happening. It's happening. So remember this. Not my girlfriend, beautiful individual, a potential. No bragging rights. I preach about environments. East of Washington, there's little two queens I talk to. I call them women. The rest of them, they're beautiful girls and boys, because they all look at me. I'm the devil. It hurt my feelings. The West Side Seattle, no bragging rights. My pride that I control everyone narcissist traits, right? I have thousands of options in Seattle. That's how I met this queen at the farmers market, and she's all, these girls, like, a lot of women want you. You know that, right? I know. So why aren't you doing anything about it? Why are you single? Queen, why are we talking to each other? Because you shot your shot. I get it. Old school times, the man, like, no. We're in Seattle. It's 2025 times. So when you queen shoot your shot, that lets me know you're more interested in the others. Now we have good conversations, and we'll bring it down together best as possible. Here's the best part: energy, right? So we talk because how I attracted her, not my tattoos, none of this, because because of a of a piece of garlic, and I believe a piece of an onion. I just put her. She talked to her. I thought it was her friend. It was just, once again, it's the other very extrovert the queens are, right? And they talk to each other. Oh no, I know of her. I don't know her like that. But when I was talking to you, you grabbed my stuff and put it in my bag. Oh, that's what got your attention? Yeah, because you're being compassionate, considerate. Like, oh, you just want to say this. I'm just doing my job, and it's part of the conversation. But anyways, right? So the intent, remember this, when I play this clip, it's a forewarning, because this can be you. And then, once again, you don't have to talk to your partner. You don't got to do what she did. Send a clip. You don't. And remember this, and it's a red flag, but it's a forewarning. It's a leap of faith. When a potential partner reaches out to you, and they want off the rip, hey, they say something like, don't leave me, don't cheat on me, don't, like, whatever it is, it's a 50-50 shot. He or she will either do that to you, or they're traumatized because their ex actually did it to them. So my situation, she told me twice, don't ghost me. I told my response twice. I was like, ghost you? That's for boys and girls. I'm a man, I worked on myself. Only boys and girls ghost, because they don't want to have the conversation, have this conversation in general, right? So I don't do that. What happened? She ghosted me twice. It didn't hurt my feelings, and that's why when the second time she ghosted me, right? And she came to, not knowing that she was going to, remember this, she's literally down the road. Literally, she just walked to the farmer's market, this little passway. And I was talking to customers, and I saw her, and I told the customer, hey guys, check out, I'll be right back. There's a customer down, cool with her, I'll be right back. Cool. And everyone looks at me, and then I'm just cut in front of everybody, basically, right? And I was telling her, hey, what's up, miss? How do you want to do this? She's like, excuse me? How do you want to do this? Like, handshake, dab it up, hug it up. I respect your boundaries. And she starts shaking her head, no. She tears up and she walks away. And then she sent me this video. I won't show her face or anything, but she sent this video. And remember this, I was not expecting her to show up, because remember this, I don't need my partner. I want my partner. So I can handle rejection. I can handle being ghosted. I'm not gonna be guess what, guys. But potential, she ghosted me twice. So I'm gonna take a little break from social media. If anyone goes on social media and says that makes it TikTok or go live, yo, check on them. They're about to go through it pretty hard. Because the rejection, it hurts, but it's not forever. That's what once you know, what, I don't need people, I want people, then you get involved a lot faster, and you go on your day with your life, right? But anyways, she sent me this video, right? Remember this. There's a warning. Thinking is not knowing. Do not convince yourself that you're ready for this. Because the day that, oh, guess what? They do offer me love, and I thought I could match the energy, but I can't. They can just walk away. But anyways, let me play a clip, And this is a forewarning. Beautiful individual, beautiful queen, but not knowing she wasn't ready. And that's why once again, I pray she's doing better, I pray she's evolving, but no one has to talk to you ever again. And that's that. It'd be nice if you could talk to your exes or potentials just to check on each other. Hey, chill out. I'm just checking on you. How you doing? Your healing journey? You're evolving or not? Type of situation. No passing boundaries. Our history's over. Nothing like that. I'm just making sure you're okay. Remember this. You just pray for them and you go on with your day. You go on with your life. Do not overstress yourself about things you don't know. Just I use my DFA. I pray for the universe. I go my day in my life. Everybody has free will and choice to stay or not to stay. Just to let you know, but the intent to keep going and evolving in life. You don't stop. There's a zillion people in the whole universe. Are you stressing about one? Respectfully.
Yeah, that's very true. What time is it there where you're at?
So my time is 1 in the morning. Snap.
Oh, I'm only an hour ahead.
Okay.
Knowing that I wasn't looking for a relationship. That wasn't something I was looking for. And when I was attracted to you, I was like, you can just wanted. I just wanted sex. Like I didn't want the way you talk. You opened my heart again. I was like, maybe I do want a relationship. I can see myself with this guy. It opened me to the idea of being in love again. And opening that door has just brought nothing but pain.
Beautiful individual. Remember this. Forewarning. That could be you. You can send a
And
video.
I can hear it in her voice.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. That's
She's traumatized.
correct.
That's somebody that is wanting love and
Correct.
wanting compassion and connection, but just too
Not-
broken to have it, right? And that's heartbreaking.
It
been
is.
there.
It is. It is.
It is heartbreaking. And the hardest part about that is, I can feel from her voice is
Oh yeah.
you get that connection with somebody and you feel that real connection, but you know that you can't do anything with it.
Correct. And that's why I play this clip. Once again, nothing against her. You hear her voice of Queen, right? You don't know her. I don't say her name, nothing, right? Only people, once again, I tell foreign the potential to be. If you're going to get involved me wise, I save everything. And I pay it forward. I'm not knocking on you. I'm just like, hey, look at this. This is why it failed. And this is going on between us. And that's why it failed. So I'm paying it forward to you because this will become you. Or they thought, but they cannot know they was ready for this. They verbalized it. Remember this. It's energy. The physical touch, lust. Yeah, you became one, but everyone that says this, right? When you get in toxic relationships or they ghost you, in the beginning, yes. And remember this, I tell queens all the time, I'm gonna say this line to you. If you do go on behind this, I can destroy you. Ready for it? What is it? I can act nice, be narcissistic, the bad boy bad girl. For before girl, I can be empathetic, the nice guy, nice girl. Do you know what that means?
Now is build a connection with somebody for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then things start to go silent.
Right.
Right. And I've been in that situation where I feel like I'm putting out way
Too much
effort
energy,
and
right?
not getting that in return.
Correct,
right?
correct.
That is the hardest part about trying to build connections with people.
Facts. Initially, yes.
Off from
it is because they're like, okay, what I did it because of my technology, right? TikTok, many platforms. When you make a TikTok and then there's a memories, hey, on this day 3 years ago, whatever, right? So I was watching one that was from 2000. It was like 2020, either 20 2021, right? And me, I'm in the healing journey, and it's me. I'm still my feelings to a certain extent because I'm like, okay, like now working on myself, doing the healing journey. Like, what queen out there can guarantee me she's not gonna just get up and leave? If I'm working on myself, I'm doing this healing journey, communication comprehension. Like, who can guarantee me 1,000, not 100, 1,000? She's not just ghost me, divorce me, leave me, break up it. And that's why, once again, the codependent technology, you can rewind time where you see that, like, oh shit, that's how people like I was still going through it because it's like, okay, like I can do this. I'm working on myself, but no one's guaranteed forever. And that's why she taught me. Remember this? That's not that was that clip that I just played. That wasn't even my girlfriend. A potential. She taught me this. She's like, okay, chill out. I'm gonna give you a scenario. Go for it. We're not a couple. Let's say scenario. We become a couple, and we're 5 years in, and I wake up one day. You know what? I don't want to do this no more. Can you handle the breakup, a divorce, or I just ghost you? I go, babe, remember this. You ain't my girlfriend. I'll tell you day one. I keep reminding you, babe, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. The door's right there for both of us. And I ask you the same thing.
I'm at that point in my life too, right? It's like I know what I have to offer, and I know the love that I can give. And
right.
I am a very, very compassionate person, right? So
a lot of you queens are beautiful, yeah.
I can't find that connection, so I'm just like, okay, I'm okay being alone.
Okay.
Until somebody matches that energy.
Fact, which is beautiful, and that's like what I say to as when you fall back to the healing journey, and I tell you, you decide to be single, and this whole social media phrase is bullshit in general, like these phases. Different. If you want to decide to be celibate, cool, that's beautiful. You control your lust. That's all celibacy is. I'm controlling my lust. I see the physical, I see the eye connection energy, the physical touch. She hugged me, but like for example at the farmers market. So went to my event this Saturday. I'll see what's up, Alexis. Respectfully, I say that, right? I'll be at the farmers market. But anyways, and I said respectfully, whatchamacallit. So a lot of females, once again, there's platonic. I love hugs. Hugs are beautiful, beautiful energy, right? As long as they're platonic hugs, you know. Some queens respect to say that when they want to pass boundaries and they have to verbalize it. You a paid host? Well, Bigo talks. So I'm a host. Just because you're a host doesn't mean you're gonna make money. I don't make money. Respect that. I've been a host on Bigo for like, I don't know, 2.5 years now, but I don't make pennies on here, respectfully. And I'm in a family, but once again, I told the family, like, I'll be in your family, but just to let you know, I'm Mr. Positive and, a reputable educator. Positive talk does not make money. So if your family is toxic, respectfully, I'm the wrong person to invite in your platform when I say that. So, okay, do you have diamonds? I guess, I don't know, respectfully, I just go live. And I say respectfully, I don't care about none of this stuff. Respect. It'd be nice to get paid for what I do, but I don't stop. I won't ever stop. Respectfully.
If that was the case, I'd be going live every day, all day long.
Oh, correct. If I want to make money, go viral. Blue pillar.
There is, you can be prepared and you can be ready to go into the relationship and spend 5-6 years. But like you said, are you prepared for that breakup?
Oh, Alexis, for sure.
I'm at the point now where I can picture if I'm going to fall in love with somebody and be with them, and in 5 years' time we decide, okay, this isn't going to work, I'll pack my stuff and I'll walk out the door.
Facts.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Right. The door's right there. that's what I do. Like I told her, like,
Don't let it hit you on the way out, right?
Right. And that's what she for me. And she said, hey, after me, just to let you know, when you tell any of these females, right, day one, that I don't need you in my life, I want you in my life, you potentially be alone forever. I go, babe, face tattoos, face to face. I don't worry about being alone. Respect for you do, and many people do. Nothing's wrong being alone. Initially, it is scary because of the codependency part. And at nighttime, everyone's got a body by their side. You don't. So now you're lonely as I was that. And here's the best part. I met you at the farmer's market. You already know all these queens here, energy, but you're the one that shot your shot. And respect me to say this. And remember, this conversation not even verbal. It'd be nice, but it was through a text, right? And I was like, and she's like, you're toxic. I'm like, well, you can say that. That's your free will and choice. And if I was toxic, why are we talking to each other? That is your free will and choice to say that, right? Here's the kicker. Why are we speaking through a cell phone if I'm toxic? Respectfully. And nothing against her. And that's why, people, and she taught me this, getting married forever, last dying breath, grow up with each other is not factual. And that's why for everybody, what? It'd be nice. It would maybe you might have that, but remember this to warn you. You could be a power couple, lovey dovey. Did you know? My number way up here. One of these tattoos. 95% of the universe is traumatized. As a couple in toxic relationships feel single, or they're single and they see a power couple, then their potential would test your relationship. But I can't be the fuck out. Everybody, what all? The big word all. If you're single or in a toxic relationship and you want to shoot your shot with a power couple and the lovey-dovey and shit, empathetic people, you're not a good person. Why do you want to test them? Respectfully. Would a higher source test them? I doubt it very much, so why do you test them? Respectfully. And my first baby mom taught me to share her tattoo. The way you meet somebody is the way you lose somebody. Go be a homewrecker. And when they cheat on their partner, or do they cheat on you and you become the wife or husband, shed their tears. Boo hoo me. Respect karma. Go find your face. Pray for you, I got my day, got my life, respectfully. So, but yeah, that's the thing once again. That's why I play these clips to pay it forward, like, and that's and I say respectfully my dilemma, like, maybe in this lifetime there won't be a potential to match my energy. So be it. And once again, you can be celibate just because you're celibate and they're celibate. It does not guarantee a long-term healthy relationship. To forewarn you, thank you, Missy, for the good. Thank you. And I say respectfully wise, they don't. It doesn't guarantee. All it is, you control your lust. But remember this: if you don't emotionally cheat, you control your lust. My tattoos. How about I read to you, right? All these boys, especially in these platforms, all the members, women, a man can cheat biology. Fuck all them excuses. No, my tattoos. This is empathetic women offer love, lust, communication, comprehension. All they see is I. She has self-will. Narcissistic boys offer what? Toxic love, lust, drama, trauma, communication, no comprehension. Their eyes are bigger than mouth. These easy fall to lust. Why? It's not biology. Bible talk. All these religious people, these boys, were in the Bible. King David, he had all these wives and fucking side chicks. And then, I have money, power, and fame. No, the answer is called no self-will. You can offer monogamy, love, but if you emotionally cheat, you can't do A and B. You will always do A, C through Z, because you're going to have the housewife, house husband, and the work wife, her husband. Yeah. And for everybody out there, when you see that happening, the door is right there. What? The door is right there. You can leave whenever you want to.
It's not
Mhm.
so much committed relationships. It's greed, right?
Good old lust.
Relationships and then
Yeah.
they want and they expect, and then that's where it falters, right? Where the cheating comes in, then looking at somebody else comes in, and
I love you.
commenting on somebody else's video that something you shouldn't say when you're in a relationship, and that it
Okay.
all comes from greed.
Yeah, greed and lust, emotional cheating. That's why when you see that with your partner, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To stay or to leave? Or I pray by manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, our ancestors changes my partner ways. So one day magically, he or she wakes up and they love me like I love them. How long will that one day be?
Yeah,
It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years from now. 3 kids deep, and you're married, and you both love God, Allah, Buddha, but he's a fuck boy. Here's the best part, ready for everybody? Future in a positive manner. You want to see a future, especially your middle school, high school, and toxic relationships? You're both toxic as a couple in middle school, high school. Look at
right in front of you.
Facts, 1,000. That's why once again I just tell stories, and that's why I already know 1,000 when I go live. You queens, y'all jump in the box and the DMs, because why? You're in the healing journey, or you're trying, which is beautiful. Us boys, not men, we're not narcissistic, because we're not taught, hey, healing journey, just to let you know that my situation, none of my family knows. The male side, all my family, mom's side and father's side, in their life to this day, I'm the devil in their eyes. In the Spanish culture, they call it mande mandelon. English, that's beta simp. I'm a man, but I should be a man wearing a skirt, because I'm talking about feeling I'm fucking wrong. I'll be wrong, but I'm blessed. I won't ever deal with toxicity, respectfully. Been here a minute and liking your video. I mean, your vibe. Time for bed, but we'll be tuning back in.
I have 2 sisters.
Thank you, Missy. Have a blessed night. Take
I
care of
don't
your safe,
talk
sweet
to
dreams.
them. I have no
I
relationship
just proved out
with them.
healing journey, energy.
And it's because they look at me the same way. Oh, well, you're full of tattoos, and you're
the devil.
You're unwed, and you're a single mother, and I'm just like,
oh yes.
I'm not a bad person because of those things. I'm not a bad person because of my tattoos.
Correct. It's
That's
statistical bullshit in social media.
Who I am.
Right, and that's why, especially you queens out here, right? Because social media, like, because fucking social media is toxic as fuck. They be like, okay, if you're a woman, quote unquote, and you're 40 years old and you're not married, you have no kids, you're washed up, or you're a single mother, you have no value. Any boy and girl says that because they're bullying, fuck every. I say bluntly, fuck every single one of them. They're not a good person. They cannot mention higher source. Because in the Bible, they say, hey, guess what, queens? Just to let you know in the Bible, if you're a single mother, you're washed up. Show me in the Bible. But you love God. Those boys and girls, especially the boys, are too narcissistic. They're fucking boys. They're not a man. Show me any man that speaks the way I speak in the healing journey. There are some out there. But they're codependent of religious and spiritual universe. But in their toxic relationship, they're toxic. I talk to people all the time. Social media, you can post Mr. and Mrs. Positive, but behind closed doors, how are they as beings, as a single being, as a couple? And remember, all this shit, man, like, it's many cultures for sure, but in the bound culture, once again, I tell people all the time, if you're not part of the Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniard, right? You want to date brown boys? My number to put in the whole universe. You don't have to comprehend this. And that's what brown boys hate my ass, right? Which I don't give a shit. Because we try to say this, I don't fuck with the ghetto hood. Second of all, I'll get Spanish culture. And I said, respectfully, the brown girls is the last culture I'll date in the whole universe because they can't teach me shit about life. Even if they're healing journey, because they're too codependent religion, God can do for me like, oh, I said the same thing. I believe that. And I was a toxic relationship for too long. And I guarantee you, God was like, hey, the door's right there. They weren't starting to leave. Why? They've been telling you. You know, I wouldn't hurt you.
The majority of the people that take their faith beliefs too far, like to the point where it's judgment, right? And they're constantly passing judgment.
I'm the devil.
You know, my mom is the most godly woman that I know, and like I said to her one day, I said, all of those people, you know, like. My ex-husband, he was a big part of the church, and his family basically funded the church. They had a lot of money, and
man-made bullshit,
you know,
right?
But behind closed doors, he was abusing me,
right?
You know, and then you would walk into the church, and he was just everybody would just swarm around him and be like, "Oh, you're such." You know, you get these prayer circles going, and he's right in the middle of it.
Hallelujah.
You know, and I'm
Hypocrites.
sitting there like, what is happening right now? Like, 95% of the people that are sitting in these chairs right now are going to hell.
Correct.
But they're all looking at me. These cats
right.
going to hell.
Yo,
so
queen.
I'm going to be sitting on my pretty cloud, eating my strawberry shortcake. Like,
Facts. Anne says, I get that because I do tarot cards. And I believe in Archangel Michael. Oh, I know, once again. And I say respectfully, everyone that's too codependent religion, I'm born as a Catholic. Remember this. I was a little kid. I heard the term Buddha. But I was taught in religion, you know, only vibe with Catholics and Christians. That's it. Because sometimes Catholic comes with Christians. But you don't vibe with Jehovah's, Mormons, spirituality, Buddha. All that is a devil. If you're talking about that, study that, you're going to go to hell. So they put fear in you. You're a little kid. Like, okay, you know what? So that's the shit that people like. You have like spiritual leaders. Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, right? They're spiritual leaders.
Well, and you think back to like the residential schools and everything, you know, like a few years ago, I went on a trip, and I seen one of the most well-known residential schools in Alberta, where they had actually found it. They had built a soccer field in front of it, and recently, the last couple of years, they've been digging up bodies of Indigenous children that
I heard about that.
In this Catholic-based residential school. Because they're trying to sit there
cover
and
up,
trying to wash their brown away, wash their language away, you know.
Correct. And it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Here's the kicker. Healing journey, right? When you start the healing journey, become empathetic. Words are spells. Words are very powerful. Here's the best part. When you read these stories, you know, you watch the TikToks, platforms, you know, like, my situation as a being, for the most part, I really don't shed tears for the most part. But I want to read this, like, for example, my boy Carl, in Beagle Squad, I met him in Beagle, right? Yep, you know what's up, Ange. You know what's up, Queen. And he's from New York. He never been to Washington. He came visited, right? And we, top of this, right, down the road, there's it's native territory, right? A lot of Washington State native territory, right? So I've never been to a museum, never. I'm fucking 40 years old. I go, let's go to a museum. What? Let's go, let's roll, you know? And I'm reading the stories because, you know, native. And I've heard about these stories, but to read them, and it just like you put yourself in their shoes, compassion. Like these people are fucking ruthless. They just roll up. Guess what, guys? You know, you have to be a Christian Catholic. If you don't, they separate your stories. They separate families. I was like, what the fuck?
You started in the Catholic Church, right?
Bruh, that is so. And that's why, once again, I'm both a Catholic. I'm religious, spiritual on both sides. Yeah. But I hit the kicker, no. You don't. I use the term Bible thumpers. When anyone forces their ways upon you, the Bible thumpers. But you have to change. You have to. I don't Bible thump nobody. Yo, King Queen.
Yeah, and that's you like one of my sisters. You know, she used to be so pushy on it, and I'm thinking Bible to myself, thumpers. You know, here's a woman that's bared 7 children to a man that cheats on her every other day.
Yeah.
For the last 20 some years. So it's like you can't sit there and preach to me what I need to be doing on a daily basis and where I need to be going to church when you're living that lifestyle because you believe marriage is sacred.
Okay, which is religious talk. Religious talk.
So is being faithful. That's, you know, that goes with marriage. That's in your contract.
But, okay, when religion is sacred, right? I mean, religion is sacred. When marriage is sacred, I get to, here's the kicker, because we're brainwashed. It is sacred according to the Bible, but you have a fuckboy, especially more on the male side, you have a fuckboy side. Yeah. Yeah. But the downfall is, and I say respectfully, who's the easiest people to destroy in the whole universe of all these fucking realms? All my tattoos. Yeah. Everyone that's too codependent of being a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, because in your head, you believe, you know what, leave it in God's hands, leave it in the universe's hands. Cool. Yeah. Just to let you know, you don't comprehend this. I think, I don't know, it's either tatted on me, if not, it will be tatted on me. Because my gifts are trigger people, carry the fuck up. It's going to say, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors can't fix you or save you at all.
I don't understand why, though, people would be offended by the things that you say, because you think back to the times of the Bible and so many places where it states that Jesus would give advice. He was preaching advice. He was preaching the truth. And then you get on and you're speaking the truth about the reality of life, and it's wrong. It's sinful. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm the devil. I'm going to go to hell.
People that have gifts, because I believe there are people out there that have gifts. You know, whether they can
Christ consciousness
with the dead, or whether
the spiritual universe. But remember this, that's a devil. So if that's your gift, in the religious universe, you're the devil. You're not the devil.
Because he could lay his hand on somebody and heal the blindness.
Because that's God's son.
Somebody walk that was paralyzed.
Because that's God's son.
That magic and that spirituality was okay, but the witch trials wasn't. How could you hang people that had gifts? You know what I mean?
Which I comprehend, and it sucks. It sucks. That's why my situation. Like, I get with the codependent religion, right? And that's their beliefs, and that's what I call them Bible thumpers. Like my situation, I'm born as a Catholic. I haven't got a church yet. Maybe I might try this week or next week, right? I know 1,000 when I walk in. I'm like, look at this gang mafioso prison tattoos over here in God's house. I don't get judged. It hurt my feelings, right? But it's the kicker, because codependency. And remember this, it's their Bible thumpers, it's zero way, no way, and they're brainwashed. So at the top, that's why we spend when it comes to the spiritual universe, astrology, Wiccans, white magic, I'm a, atheist, whatever. Yeah. Around religious people that are Bible thumpers, you would not want to verbalize that, because they'll crucify you, literally. You might have heard them all. They're turning to Jesus. Different one people, but that's the thing. Though, if higher source, quote unquote, is love, love can't hurt. And they can say higher source, and I call everybody the fuck out. I'm a tattoo. Religious people, right? What do we say? What do they teach us? God is good. And what's your response? Traditional? God is good. So I call everybody out, because that's my gift. So on both my shoulders, right? Empathists side, narcissist side, either side don't matter. It says God is good. My curveball, but are you good? What? You said God is good? I know God is good, but are you good? Who are you to judge me? Face tattoo, 1% woke.
And that's what I used to say, like...
yeah.
I had members say, you should be coming every Sunday, and you should be doing this, and volunteering, and this and that. And I'm like, it's good for you. It will make you wholesome. And I'm sitting there thinking, I can go home, and I can have my beliefs. Right. I don't need to sit in a church. Times a month. I don't need to do that.
Right.
95% of them are cowards and
correct. And there's toxic relations. Yeah, very factual, very factual. And it says because the empathetic queens, I get what they're coming from, and they're coming from a kind of loving manner type of situation, empathetic manner. They might not know the terminology. Their downfall, typically 95% of them, their boyfriend husbands are fuckboys.
Yep.
They're hard workers, right? They work on their friendships, co-workerships, friends on social media. They don't work on their relationships.
So true, and things that I never noticed before,
Right.
I mean, my ex-husband, he was right involved with the church.
We were yes, on the youth that's group, good.
And
right.
He was a youth leader and all of the other stuff, and it's just like you have all these connections and all these friendships, and you're well known in the town for your roofing company, and everybody goes to you.
Right.
But behind closed door, you are an evil person.
Which my tattoo, I call him, he's Lucifer's disciples, the fuck ups of the universe. Everything he touches, he destroys. He is karma unknowing. That's why boys hate my ass. What? Queens, you want to date karma? Go get yourself a bad boy, fuck boy. What? And you met him at church. A for effort. Church is a building. Bible's a book. Does the church hurt you? I doubt it very much. Does the Bible hurt you? I doubt it very much. Do the people at church hurt you? Maybe the truth. He hurts you. Why do you allow it? Respectfully. But God can do it.
The biggest confrontational thing that I've had with people is, being in the relationships that I was in, the abuse and everything, and they'd be like, okay, well, this is in the Bible, and this is here, and this is okay.
Right.
You have the Old Testament, you have the New Testament. Do you realize how many times all of these words and verses have been revised by people that weren't
modified
in those days?
Correct.
You do not know. What we know is what was in the beginning,
right? And
his intention. We do not know the actual outcomes.
Correct. I know overall correct. And speaking of the Bible, right? Remember this. I am born raised a Catholic. Remember this. Especially queens, when you say, hey, he's not listening. Queen, I was him. He's listening. He's observing. He's watching. He is studying. He is not comprehending you. A, communication. B, comprehension. So if you're both doing that, it's called a two-sided relationship, and you're doing communication comprehension best as possible. Typically, 9 times out of 10, you queens are empathetic, love. Other boys are narcissistic, toxic love. So we do communication, no comprehension. You do communication, comprehension, right? Because you know what you're talking about. Why do you think we're bicker about the exact same subject, word for fucking word?
Yeah. For
years to be like my last thing, the mother boys. I mean, babe, chill out. This subject again, chill out. Here's ready for it. You don't gotta say shit. This is a routine. I'm gonna say this. You're gonna say that. She said, "You get mad, I just walk away." Why are you mad? Because I know this conversation. But here's the kicker: I know the conversation. I was doing communication. I was not comprehending. I worked on myself. Oh, that's what she was saying. I finally got it. It clicked in. Comprehension. It might have took me 7 years. It's not ever too late. But guess what? Now I pay it forward. I'm not trying to do that no more.
So many people are lacking that part of the communication, is comprehending what your partner is saying.
But you know why, Queen? Because they don't preach. They preach communication. They preach boundaries. But they don't preach comprehension. And they don't preach just to let you know you can verbalize boundaries, but no one has to respect them. What? No one has to respect them. If they don't, what are you choosing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stay in to entertain, or the door's right there, you can leave. What? I can leave? Anybody can leave. Whenever? I have options. You have options. You just didn't know that. Especially
like
Queen.
I said, I could fall madly in love and all go to shit, and I'll just look at them like, okay, I'm gonna pack my stuff and I'm gonna go. See ya. Enjoy your life.
Queen, both of us can do that. You know why? Healing journey.
Can walk out the door.
Right, and you say that, and we say that. I say that, right? Because the healing journey. Because now you do self-love, and now you like to tell people, like, once you see the good in yourself first and foremost, and then everybody around you, now you know you can leave. Like, I love you, babe, but you have a lot of healing to do. I love myself more, because if I don't got myself, you don't got me. I can stay here, but I can't finish save you at all. Physically, I can save you. If I got the money financially, I can save. Emotionally and spiritually, no, I can't. I can hold you and guide you, but I'm not gonna keep doing this, because now we're doing the same thing, like my ex-exes. What do you mean? Why are we talking about the exact same subjects? It's only been 4 months. You want to do this next month? 5, 6 months? And my dad, which I don't know why I say this. I don't know. It's either I thought of it. It's highly impossible. I'm the one that says this, but it's an analogy metaphor. What I just say, like, it's better to die today than tomorrow. Not physically, no. Emotionally and spiritually. So 10-day breakup is better than a 20-day breakup, than a 40 and so on and so on. Because as long as you're individual, especially empathetic queens, because I know 1,000, like 95% y'all for love. I know you give your all. I know, especially here's the best part. How do I know? Scenario, queen number 1, right? Let's say scenario I'm pretending to be, and I tell you, babe, just to let you know, I don't give a shit if you look at guys. This is the most common answer I hear from the queens, and you be like, okay, I see guys, but all I see is you. When you tell me what, I already know 1,000. You didn't give me your all. I already know what. Yo, but here's the kicker: can I match your energy? What? Can I match your energy? I know. Why I think I tell the queens all the time, yeah, be careful with that line.
When I'm in a relationship, when I am with one person, I can. I mean, there could be 20 professional models walking by me, and I'll see them, like you said, but I'm not looking at them.
Yeah, communication.
I'm looking at my partner because that's the only thing that matters, right?
Facts, and that's called love. I know that's what I tell kings all the time. I'm gonna drop this line on you, and when you hear this, I promise you 1,000, she's gonna give you every fucking thing. Now, to warn you, can you match your energy? Or will you sell her a dream, say I love you, but your emotion cheating? And I tell queens all the time, when he cheats, right, and he says I love you, wrong terminology. He'd be saying, if he loved you, he should be saying this, babe, I know I cheated. I have love for you and many others. If I loved you, I will not be cheated. But they won't say that because there's no conversation. As long as they tell you I love you, there was no feelings. The devil's in, and you'll fall for it because you pray, have manifest. Yeah, gotta do it. I did mistakes, yo. One chance too many, respectfully. That's what I told my narcissistic ex. If I don't look out for me, no one will. Facts, and that's why we're taught, once again, we're taught that being selfish, it's wrong, it's a sin. You're being too narcissistic. It's called healthy narcissism. I have my tattoos for a reason. As it being, especially see at the farmer's market. And the only reason I know this, and majority don't ever come back, because my tattoos. Do you know what narcissist is? Like, yeah. It's a time for a reason. Do you know the word narcissist? Yeah, I'm a therapist. I'm a counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist, narcissist creator. Oh, really? Do you want to have a little mind debate? Here's the best part. You're certified. How long have you been doing this for? 5 years, 20 years. So there's no way I'm a nobody at a farmer's market, at a little fruit stand, that I can bother trick you. You're certified. College. DSFI book. And we talk about all my tattoos. 5 to 10 minutes. And guess what? Typically 9 times out of 10, I trigger them. And they walk away and I'm like, hey, they didn't tell us to hurt your feelings. But here's the kicker. Nobody can do for nobody. And do you tell your customers this? Or do you sell them dreams and you lie to them you're doing good when they're not doing good? No. You're selling dreams. What's the number one?
This early, bro.
Huh?
Why you up at 4:30, man?
4:30? Well, Pacific time, Seattle, Washington
Why you
is
awake?
1:32. I'm awake because I'm awake.
Oh, you on the West Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on, man?
Oh, just talking about life. Healing journey.
How my life? Shit,
Yeah. Feelings, love. If you want love, try to comprehend it. Toxic relationships. Don't get in those. That's garbage, respectfully.
Sometimes you gotta tough. Sometimes you gotta give tough love to receive the best kind of wisdom. You know what I mean?
If you match energy and you do communication comprehension on both sides, understandable. But if it's one-sided, it's toxic. What are you there for? Respectfully, you know?
You can't be a one-sided show. You know what I'm saying?
If you want toxic
it takes
love,
two to make a thing go right.
if it's love, yes. If it's toxic love, it's one-sided. Respectfully.
Yeah, no doubt. I hear that.
Yeah.
I follow you, bro.
Oh yeah, I'll follow you back.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure.
When we get out of here, bro, I'm about to go to work, but
All right, boss.
stay humble, man.
Yeah, have a blessed day. Take it, be safe. Have a good day at work.
Take it easy, man.
Stay blessed. What's the number 2? How you doing? How's it going? You're good, thank you. I'm sorry? Seattle, Washington, it's 1:34 in the morning. How about your side of town?
Oh, fuck. You're in Washington? God damn.
Why?
How
Well,
does it feel?
Washington State, it's specific. The west side's nice. The east side's analogy metaphor my hell on earth. It's like it's very introverted. People don't really talk. Toxic ass relationships. The West Side, Seattle, more extroverted, beautiful. These conversations, energy. I'm asking where you're from by screen.
Mm-hmm. Indiana.
Indiana. How's it like out there? How's the people? How's the community?
I guess the people are okay, but in general, Indiana's kind of made, like, you know what I mean?
It's kind of what? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Made, like, it's boring.
Oh, it's boring?
It's super boring.
So,
yes,
boring, like, when you say boring, it's like slow, no one really talks to each other, they keep to themselves, or... I'm asking.
I like people talk to each other. It's just, not many things to do, like, fun-wise, you know?
Okay. So, I'm asking, like, are you, like, in a small city? Like, more like the country or the outside?
I'm in the city.
City? The big city? Okay, well... I know every big city is different. So me personally, I preach about Seattle. Like, I love Seattle because multiracial, religions, beliefs, right? And a lot of Queens in the healing journey, we have these conversations, right? Where I'm from, Eastern Washington, if I say Yakima, you'd be like, Yakima, Washington? Where's that at, right? So I say Seattle, oh, the Space Needle, right? So that's why I say Seattle, keep it simple. I live 3 hours east, so analogy metaphor. Where I'm from is my hell on earth because I'm the devil, my tattoos, they say higher source. Beautiful girls, not women, because I say they're down the healing journey. In the West Side, a lot of queens are very extroverted. My tattoos attract them because it's the healing, and they're just words, and they know about the healing journey. They're like, oh, healing journey, yeah. You know, we try to figure this love out, especially as a being. I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
Healing journey. That's like when you start doing the self love, and especially if you're in toxic relationship. Okay, let me fall back. I'll be alone, my face tattoos. I want to figure this out. Why did my relationship keep failing? I'm not a bad person. No one's perfect. We have our flaws. But, okay, why do they keep failing? Maybe on my side I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm choosing the wrong people. Like, cosmetically, they're beautiful. Cool. Remember this. Your body normally says this, can't talk to me. Queen scenario. If I date a potential, I date your mind. Because your mind tells your mouth to move and have a conversation. But, yes, Queen, no passing boundaries, right? In the box, cosmetically beautiful, nice body, but here's the kicker. Lust, it's a feeling, but it's not forever. If we have lust, become one after the session, I'm on my phone and you walk away, then what? But I love you. That's called toxic love. The downfall, if you don't know that's toxic love, you believe it's love, because that's what you're used to. The day you actually do get love, you might call it boring. They're not jealous, they're not controlling, they don't control the outfit you're wearing, nothing. You be like, well, that means you don't love me. Like, no, I love you, but that's called, I respect your boundaries. You're being authentic yourself. I'm sorry that you're used to toxic love where I'm going to regulate you. That's not love, that's toxic love. You don't want that by your side. That's the healing journey. It's like you're trying to feel these feelings to comprehend this to evolve in life so you don't deal with toxicity. The downfall, a lot of it, especially in the ghetto hoods, when you're used to toxicity, you don't know what love is. And the day you do get it, you potentially might call it boring. Before they cheat on me, I will cheat on them. Before they ghost me, I will ghost them. And this is a scenario, they wasn't ever going to ghost you or cheat on you. But you're too traumatized because you don't know what's about to happen. Because I'm overthinking, you know? Respectfully. That's the cool thing about the healing journey. If you started. A lot of people don't really start it. Queens on the overall, for the most part, yes. You might not say healing journey, but you have female support females. Hey, I got you. Let's figure this out. Yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's got $1 billion, but his energy is garbage. What's up, Sam? How you doing, Queen? He's not a good person. Inside, he's broken, nugget lost. Outside, cosmetically wise, yes, he can pull whatever he wants. But can he keep them? Will it be healthy relationships, love, or toxic relationships, toxic love? You know? But now, what do you want as a being? Especially you queens. This bullshit conversation of man versus woman. No. Queens, your vessel, your temple, it's no comparison. You have gay, straight, trans after you, especially on social media. Your DMs, no comparison to my DMs. Mine's a little bit more than other males because I speak about the healing journey, real support teams, energy, right? That's why queens are attentive to my energy because I'm a man that worked on myself. But here's the kicker. I can verbalize this, but remember this. Actions, it's very factual. Speak down the words. I can say I love you, right? I want to be with you, but I'm checking out your homegirl, your mother, your best friend at church in God's house, but I love you. Negative. That's called toxic love.
Mother, though.
Hey, Queen, these boys and girls that are fuck boys, they don't give it. They'll say I love you, and it's energy. It's called emotion cheating. Queen, I love you, and I'm checking out your mother, and your mother, that's your mom's, and she noticed that I'm checking her out, and we lock eyes energy behind closed doors in the DMs, and that's your mother. Be careful. Be careful. It happens all the time. If you can't control your lust, it starts with emotional cheating, before the physical cheating, before the DMs, before all this shit. If you don't emotionally cheat and he does, why do you have him by your side? Because of body, beauty, money, power, and fame, Gucci and Prada, $1 billion. That doesn't make him a better person. Respect when I say that as a forewarning, you know. And that's why I go live for, to tell stories. It's a live podcast. You know, so just tell stories, because a lot of you queens do want love. I'm not gonna get a hook because I'm from this shit. A lot of you queens don't know what it is. Respectfully, you can verbalize it, talk about it, church, God, etc. Post about it, which is beautiful. The downfall is when people call you out, your queen, why do you have him by your side? Yes, he's exotic as a motherfucker cosmetically, but he's not a good person. Why is he destroying you? He is a hard worker, right? He works on his friendships, co-workerships, at church, social media friends. He doesn't work on your relationship. Make that make sense, respectfully. You know? And that's what you don't want by your side.
You see what they just put? Yeah, told me I love you 5 minutes later when we're live in the Narcissists engagement with feelings.
Yep, told me I love you. 5 minutes later, went on live. Announced his engagement with fiance. Oh yeah, Ange, because once again, he sold you a dream. Remember this. And he wants to get married in God's house with his fiance, and he sold you a dream. That's called a fuckboy. He could say God is good, but he's not good. His fiance, if she's empathetic, more likely she is good. And the idea that she walks away from that, you know? I'm sorry that happened to you. That's why I tell queens all the time, because I'm more supporting the females, the queens, that before you shoot your shot, before you start catching feelings, research technology. Take a screenshot. Hey guys, this person, I met him on Bigo, TikTok, etc. I you know, he's interested. I'm just curious to him. Do you know who he is? Who she is? I'm pretty confident for the most part people respond, oh, that's my husband. That's my girlfriend. What? They told me they're single. Oh, really? I'll send you receipts. You know, or I don't do a home record, cause problems. Fuck all that. It's not Jesus time, it's 2025 times. Send the receipts. The idea that the fiance breaks up with him and walks away, but if she's trauma bonded, she's not going nowhere. Because, you know, people make mistakes. The devil is in me. Fuck it. My tattoos. SOS, stuck on stupid. 1 + 1 = figuring my answer. Called excuses. They point the finger at everybody but themselves. If you do 1 + 1 = 2, that's called accountability. You know what, babe? I did fuck up. I shouldn't have done that. You know what? If I was you, I would break up with me. Don't give me no more chances. But he won't do that because he loves you, he loves God. Amen. Because God will change my ways. Okay. Hey, brother. You sold me 1,000. I never stopped talking. Hell no. We family always. I just tell stories. Once again, everyone in the universe, we all have gifts. Whatever your gift is. My gift is talking. If I pay to talk, I'll be a zillionaire. I just tell stories. And then if I pay to sleep, I'll be a zillionaire also. But, you know, in my head, I already made it. But it'd be nice to be, like, financially stable. But my situation needs to watch. I'm the devil. I can't get work, but I adapt to my environment. So I'm good. You know, emotionally in the spiritual universe, I'm the richest person in the universe. That's what I say all the time. No bragging rights. Especially in the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards. Show me any brown man that speaks the way I speak. I'll say higher source, I'll mention it, but I don't preach God, hey queen. You know how many queens I talked in the Spanish culture? Because not a lot of cultures, and for sure the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards, they're codependent religion. These, especially the queens. I met him at church. He came in my house. He read the Bible. Yeah, A for effort. And he's fucking you, your best friend, and your mother. But he loves God, right? Well, people make mistakes. He said that was him in him, like, right. I'm attached like the cartoon. I have a little angel for God, higher source, whatever you believe in. A little devil for Lucifer, the devil, Satan. Both of them toss the everyday bug ground. Today, queens, I'm here. I love God, the universe, right? I'm here for you, queens. And I get a girlfriend, and I'm a fuckboy. But I love God. A for effort. And I could blame the devil made me do it. Nobody puts a gun to nobody's head. If they actually physically do it, they forcibly made you to do it. You didn't do it willingly ways. That's why every day above ground, we all have what? Free will and choice. What is he choosing? What is he doing? To stay a fuckboy or stop being a fuckboy, start the healing journey. Queen, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To pray, if I manifest that he changes his ways? Or you know what? I love you, but I gotta walk away from this. You know, on both sides, a premeditated choice. But you are not changing, you are choosing. What? You're still there? You're not changing it, you're choosing to stay there. Maybe tomorrow. If not, pray, power, manifest. I was you. Once again, I make it sound so easy. Because why? 5 years ago, because social media, the queens, you know, I got blessed my real support team. And I love all 10 of them. You know, I got my life back. I just tell stories now. All the shit I talk about, all these tattoos, my scars healed. 95% of the universe, these are your cuts and wounds. They're not healed yet. Until you let go, now these words become a scar. You could talk about it, it'll hurt you no more. It's beautiful. You just don't know that yet, you know? Yeah, I sent all his texts, voice messages, video chats, everything. It was from April to now. Beautiful queen. High five, planet blowed up. Respectfully, fuck that boy. He's not a fucking man. He's a fucking boy. And the idea of the fiance walks away. That downfall, if she's trauma bonded, she ain't going nowhere. And that's the shitty part. Everyone that he wants to get, if you know what a trauma bond is, you give him chances. He cheats on you 4 or 5 times. He whoops your ass, and you always take him back. You always take him back. That's called a trauma bond. So I'm back tattoo for the religious people because I'm born as a Catholic. I'm doing a cross tattoo, words first, and then I'm gonna do the outside of the cross. So when people see on these platforms, right now you see my profile pic. Well, I haven't changed it on Bigo, but my other platforms, it's my back tattoo. You know, and then when I get officially finished it, or at least get the cross going, you know, they be, oh, that's religious. Well, it says God, higher source, but read the words inside the cross. But I did that purposely for all you religious people to get you, oh my God, Jesus, God. It mentions that, but now read everything with it. So the left side of the cross is going to say, vertically wise, I believe I'm saying that up and down, right? I'm going to hop off for the night, my friend. All right, Queen, have a blessed night. Take care of you safe. High five, pound of blood. You're doing good. I'm happy you're doing beautiful for yourself. You know, you might not feel like you're doing good. From the outside looking in, I know you're doing good. Your energy is phenomenal, beautiful energy. I love that. All you queens, love. I can see future and especially of energy. You might not feel it, you know you're doing good. I promise you that. I was you. I know that feeling like I'm not doing good, you know, because I overthink you and question that self-worth. But just for the reinsurance, you don't comprehend, you're doing good. A lot of you queens are. Appreciate, 1,000 queen. I just pay it forward. Like, it sucks to get sold a dream. It sucks to learn the hard way. And I get the concept of learning the hard way, but that's why I call everybody out. Like, I don't care about how, I say respectfully, whatever your higher source is, but look at how you're destroying people. No. So that's why I do this for you, especially you queens. You queens love me in a positive manner, platonically way, not passing boundaries. The boys hate me. And I tell the boys all the time, yo, king, I was you. I fucked up. It's the guilt, right? Yeah, you don't have to talk about it, but the day that you saw someone else another dream and you're fucking up again, remember my words, my voice. I was you. When you start working yourself, I promise you 1,000 you'll evolve in life, and then you'll feel better about yourself. We'll message you, yeah. Have a good rest of your night. Oh, for sure, Queen. Thank you. Have a blessed night. And that's why I pay it forward. I don't have to be here. Deadass. I don't think it's tattoos, but I pay it forward. Because why? It sucks to get sold a dream. Especially you queens. Because I know, like, my number, 95% of you do offer love. You do want love. The downfall, you know, it's like people all the time, like, if you know, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you know what it was, I promise you 1,000, you would not be in a toxic relationship for too long. You would have walked away a long time ago. I promise that. You would not give chances at all.
If I would be your hairdresser, I would really cut your hair. Like this hair.
That's
that
cool.
I have.
That's if you want short hair, go for it.
I think it would fit you. I think it would fit you with a short hair.
I get it. I used to have short hair, and like I've cut it in my lifetime. Maybe like short hair, like what I used to have, like yours wise. I always had short hair, right? Here's the kicker. So my pops, old school mentality wise, like if you're a man, a boy, quote unquote, you can't have long hair because that's for girls. So when I moved to Seattle in 2000, I was, you know what? And my intent was not to ever have long hair. I just became lazy. I just got tired of paying back in 2000, $10 a week was not, no, it sounded like a lot back then, but it wasn't, right? But I just got tired of paying $10 a week because they grow so fast. So one day, you know what? I don't care no more. What? I don't care no more. I'm going to just let it grow. I didn't know my hair could come long. My hair was always really, really short, like a buzz cut. So I thought my hair was straight. I didn't know it was curly, you know? I didn't care no more. So, for example, my mother, right? Religious talk. She's like, she always tell me all the time, you know, your hair's long like a girl. I go, shut out, mom. You love God, Jesus. Did you know Jesus, when he died on the cross, he had long hair? Why didn't you call Jesus a girl? And he had long hair, respectfully. Shots fired. Go for it. No,
Because it's the tradition.
Tradition.
The tradition.
Tradition, right. But remember this, King.
Yeah.
If tradition was working, why are we suffering? Respectfully, to this day. If tradition was working.
I think it would look good in you if you have a buzz cut. Like you said that you had it before.
Yeah.
I think it would look good on you.
Once again, like, that's definitely your opinion. Me, I don't like short hair. Respectfully, like, I'll once in a while I cut it off, and I'm just like, cool. And then you have the regret. I'm like, oh, well, now it's gonna take for my hair to grow once again. And then the top's easy to grow. The sides get really itchy when it gets like, I don't know, 4 inches. And then a lot of people, a lot of guys that have like the top long, but the sides to cut it off, it gets really, really itchy. Once it hits like 5-6 inches, now it becomes normal because your hair is long, it can blend in, and so on and so on. So, but yeah, in my lifespan, I've had my hair 2 times to my butt, the 3rd time to the middle of my back, and now this is my 4th time growing it out, and it's like, I don't know, like right here. If I stretch it out, this side would have been even, but the downfall, I dyed it all white on this side for the tension in a positive manner, but it killed the hair. So don't bleach your hair, guys, because it destroys hair. So yeah, you see, long, short. Don't bleach your hair, respectfully. I just did it for.
But it.
Mm-hmm.
Is your pubes long too? Because you told us that you got lazy. So I'm curious if your pubes and your butt hair are also long.
Yo, like, I'll keep that to myself. We're supposed to say that. Respectfully. I was raised by a narcissist. Didn't know it for 35 years, so I probably don't know what love is. Queens, like, a lot of us that are, like, I would say, like, 35 and above, right? Like, a lot of our parents are narcissistic. To have both parents narcissistic, it's... In the ghetto hoods, I would say yes. Your mother could potentially, like, be narcissistic. Let's say scenario, she became narcissistic because your father, because that's why it's called deflection projection, and then, you know, that fight or flight type of situation. Her intent was not to be mean to you, right? But since she got to deal with your father, and he's, you know, she's got to be a people pleaser, and from there, why does it cause all drama?
Why do you have to kick me?
What
did I do?
Asking personal questions.
Why did you
Positive
kick me?
Positive talk. That's why.
But you can just be straightforward.
I don't talk about other stuff.
Give me.
Go for it. Give you what?
You can just give me an advice. You can just respond to me that is not the correct way. That is not a positive way.
I don't deal with toxicity. Like, come on. Do I know you? So why you asking me about my pubes? Respectfully, say that.
Maybe in another one. Maybe in...
Go for it.
Because it's my culture. I'm from the Philippines.
So that's your culture to ask? I get the Filipino part, right? So I got a bunch of friends that are Filipinos. They don't ask me, hey, are your pubes long, short? They don't ask me none of that.
Because they are in America. They are in America. They know how to adjust.
Okay.
But if they are in our country, that's just normal for us.
So the day that I go to the Philippines,
might have friends, but they are adjusting to you.
So the day that I go to the Philippines to visit, if I'm still alive by the time being, right, and I go to the Philippines, so you're trying to tell me, you're forewarning me, hey, when you go to the Philippines, all the guys that ask you, hey, are you pubes curly? Are you pubes long? They're gonna ask me that question.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the forewarning, King. When I go there, and let's say scenario, I go visit, and I see you again on Bigo, hey, you was right. Thank you for the forewarning. In America, I guess they don't do that. Like you said, they adapt, they adjust. So I'll find out one of these years when I do to the Philippines. Oh, he was right. You're from there. I'm not from the Philippines. What's
you
up,
can
book?
meet me here in the Philippines. I'll just give you a message. Just message me.
Okay. Respectfully. But yeah, Queen, like, when you have narcissistic families, once again, how everything this evening, bless, how you doing, how's it going, how's life? Like, a lot of us don't know what love is. Like, that's why I say that comment time. Okay, I ask everybody this, like, okay, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? And I apologize, I try to speak slow. In my head, right, I can speak like this normal, quote unquote. Physically, like I have too much energy. Like that's why I gotta start doing more like breathing exercises. Like breathe, let it out, because and then it calms me because I'm just like, I have to check myself. Slow down. You're speaking like a chipmunk. So that's I'm gonna tell me, do you know what do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you know what it was, I promise you 1,000 you will not be in these toxic relationships. If it does become toxic, you know the door's right there and you will leave. And initially it's hard to do because you feel guilty. Well, especially if your partner's too narcissistic, a lot of you queens are empathetic. What do? You become our mothers, our fathers, our probation officers. Don't do this. Don't say that. Don't look. All that bullshit. And I'm going to fuck up. Especially if I'm more narcissistic, where I want to, especially in the ghetto hoods, I want to fucking throw hands. Pop off, raise the fuck out type of situation. Right? Yo, check it out. We're adults, quote unquote. Stop being my mother and father. I'm an adult. I got family, quote unquote. If not, I'm on social media. I promise you 1,000 because social media. Guess what, guys? My girlfriend Maria, she broke up with me because whatever. And I make a post. I promise you 1,000 because social media. That post in the comments, in the DMs, gay, straight, trans will be after me. They think they're the ones. They will offer it. Now, what am I choosing? What am I doing? Fall back, be alone, start the healing journey? Or you know what? Jump into a relationship right away. Or do body hop in the whole face. That's my free one choice. But when your ex moves on right away, cosmetically, especially on social media, lovey-dovey, because they're throwing in your face, hey, guess what? You're still single. I'm with the fuck on. I'm about to get married. You don't know this yet, especially queens, right? You're winning not knowing what? He's moved on. They're about to get married. All the shit you wanted, he's going to the new partner. But here's the kicker. He took no time to heal. So you're the ex, and the ex's priority, to him wise, all that trauma, and you guys' trauma goes to the new partner, the fiance. Pray for them. Right now, the lovey-dovey, she can be, throwing shit in your face. But hey, enjoy him while I last. What? Enjoy him while I last. You'll see his true colors. I pray for you in the universe. And they might reach out to you. Oh, you was right. You tried to warn me. That's your husband. That's your problem, not my problem. I go my day, I go my life, and that's it, How everyone this evening. Oh, bless. How you doing? And I said respectfully. So that's why when for example, the day you true love, like my last girlfriend, 3 years ago, now the year and 3 years and whatever, 4 or 5 months. Anyways, I got a taste of love. My standards are hella high. I don't deal with toxicity. I don't chill with women that are healing, preferably healed. I don't want a girl. Respectfully, if you're a woman, quote unquote, we can have this conversation. That's the intent as possible, especially in the healing journey. You have nothing. What are we doing here? God? You can say God all you want, respectfully, but no. We talk to everybody. We talk to each other. I don't deal with toxicity, so that's why a lot of our families.
Hi, bro. How are you?
Good yourself. A lot of us not knowing. We did a toxic family. That's what the big term is called. What? The generational cycle. Look at all your toxic family. And they're still together to this day. Religious, spiritual, right? But behind closed doors, they're toxic. Do not become your toxic family. That's your future. And the day you start doing the healing journey, you start breaking the generational cycle, what happens? All your family will call you the fuck out. Like, you're crazy, you lost it. So, once again, this shit is scary. You know what? Maybe they are right. Maybe I am crazy. You're not crazy, you're evolving. You're a family that's sane, toxic as fuck. They're lost. They're on a journey. They're not on a healing journey. That's what the intent is, to learn to love you. If you want true happiness, unconditional love, support, the real support team, the fountain of youth, it comes from the person in the mirror. First, not nobody else. Kids, anybody can add to your love. What can we do for each other? Heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn, show my love to each other. But here's the best part. Did you know anyone can leave whenever they want to? Yeah, showing you out, exactly. Become the black sheep. But it's okay, because remember this. That's your physical family. So blood makes you related. Blood's not thicker than water. So when you have your spiritual family, anybody can become, spirituality talk. They can become your parents, siblings, your kids. What? Yeah, that's why, once again, I meant to say this a lot earlier. The queen on TikTok, her saying is this: your vibe attracts your tribe, and it's factual. Every which way, love is consistent. You be like, what? No matter what they are, religious, spiritual, atheists. I vibe with many people out there in whatever the beliefs are. The queens will tell, hey, well, whatever you believe in, but I just preach about the person by your side. Well, I know you are for love. Like Buddha, keep it simple, mind and body, but I extend a little bit more. It's a person by your side. What? That's when life becomes hard. When we also did that corny ass comment, that statement, life's hard, life's a bitch. You know why life's hard? Because, we're all stuck on what? The generational cycle. Your parents in toxic relationships are bullying each other. The bullies that bullied you are getting bullied at home. The cherry on top relationships can make you, break you, definitely destroy you. You sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. Welcome to toxic relationships.
What dream? What you talking about?
The what? Selling dreams? Toxic relationships. They're going to tell you, I love you, but they're emotionally cheating.
I love you too.
Oh, well, thank you, but I'm speaking in general. When your partner tells you, I love you, right? But they're emotionally cheating, and you catch them, but you don't say nothing. They're selling you dreams, not knowing.
Yeah, yes, because if you catch somebody in a relationship, that's crazy. Like, when you see somebody cheat on you, you gotta let them people be, right? Let them people go.
That's the intent. But if you're trauma bonded and you're too codependent of higher source, you're gonna believe God can do for them. Like, okay, but if that's factual, then why are you there still? Respectfully, why do you allow them to cheat by your side? And number one.
Listen, not trying to do this on purpose. Like, my fingers are like really broken, so like I just have this.
Okay, you're good. Number one.
Sorry. I'm really not trying to like.
You okay? How'd you break your finger by masking?
Oh my gosh, it was something stupid. I don't even remember.
Oh,
That's
you
how
good?
stupid it is.
You good?
It's like I don't know. I woke up the next day and then.
Snap. Well, prayers that you get better and that heals faster. That's why I used to say since I was little, it would have passed my mom off.
I mean, you know what? When I discovered this the next day, I was actually like kind of over it. I'm like, okay, I'm like over my life now. Anyways, I'm sorry. If I messed up your whole.
No, you good. Don't be sorry. You good, Queen. Oh, I told him off immediately, then told her my boundary rule was don't lie to me. He did so. Exactly, that's a 10. Like, remember this. When you realize boundaries, because people preach about boundaries, but to forewarn you, no one has to respect their boundaries. If you don't respect their boundaries, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To stay, entertain, or be selfish in a positive manner and walk away? This is your life. If you don't got you, then who got you? Respectfully, So that's why.
You know what? That is so choice that you just said that. This is not even a joke. I don't live. I live in a 2-bedroom condo in Daytona Beach, South Daytona Beach, Florida, right next to NASCAR.
Okay, nice.
I'm not trying to fly. I'm not rich.
Hey.
No, I'm not trying to say anything like that.
You're okay.
I'm just trying to say, my ex-boyfriend lives with me in the next. Like, it's not right. It's like on the other side of the condo.
Okay.
But seriously, he like hates my guts right now.
Why is that?
Because
I'm asking.
Because I'm not really sure. I mean, he's the one that take my finger up. You can't do this by yourself. Like, you can't clap with one hand, right? So, no, he just hates me because I don't know. I'm not a man, so I really kind of want your advice to be actual. I'm very nice to him.
Okay.
I think it's because I won't get back together with him, maybe.
So if he hates you, right, that's called rejection. So first and foremost, rejection is protection. So a lot of boys can't handle rejection. So that's why the grudge happens, the hatred, the bickering, because you won't take him back. So if you decide to, if you decide to take him back,
he always comes in here and he'll try to kick my TV or something.
Well, respectfully, okay, if he does,
just playing though, and he comes in and he's just playing with it though, and I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, please, just buy this freaking smart TV, please, I earned this, you know what I mean? And so it's he tries to push my buttons.
Right. So if you know that, right, why would you allow him to be by your side again? Give him another chance. If you know that, that's why if you don't give him a chance, right, he He hates rejection. Rejection is protection. He's not good for you, so he's not a good person. A little bit of good, more back to narcissistic. So you are love, queen. He's toxic love. Why don't you match energy with a man that's in the healing journey that can match energy best as possible and do love? Not that he do little threats, all that. Because if he hasn't hit you yet, he can break your TV, and due time he's trying to break you. Why would you want to have that by your side? Respectfully, as a forewarning. And on top of that,
well, he'll never do that. I mean, he's
never
just
say
not
never.
that type of person, but he's just like really conservative.
Okay.
And I'm like, kind of like not conservative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's just more like how do I say it? I'm trying to say it in a really nice way, but I don't know. I don't even know. I just wanted to hear y'all, but everybody went away when I came on here, and I feel bad now about
Nah, don't feel bad. You good, you good.
Can I match your hair? Hang on one second. I'm about to match your hair. Get ready, honey.
Go for it, go for it.
I'm about to match your hair, honey. It's not.
Go for it. Yeah.
You got the good hair. Hang on. I'm about to get it. My hair looks crazy. It's like a lion or something.
Hey, you good.
Look at it.
Yo,
Like, it can
you
make
good.
its own form.
There you go. Yeah, you good, you good.
No, I look like, what is that? Like the Christmas movie with the green guy. What's his name?
Oh, the Grinch?
Yeah, I look like one of those,
The little ones? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
the
Yeah.
little toodles. No,
Right.
they're not called toodles. Whatever.
Yeah. You good, you
Alright,
good.
well, okay. Well, I'm done with myself. Sorry.
Mary Lou,
Okay,
there you go,
sorry.
Mary Lou. You know what's
No,
up?
that's
Thank you,
your
Ange.
thing. Alright, well, let's invite somebody else in here.
Well, if you want to, I just go in live in general because I just speak about like what you're talking about, toxic relationships, co-parenting, the healing journey, especially the love part. Like, okay, you can verbalize I want love, right? But say your situation, you're a love queen. I don't know you from Adams, but the way we talking about him, he's toxic love. You don't want toxic love by your side because love can't hurt. Toxic love can hurt.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he keeps coming into my door frame and like yelling. He's like, I hate that person. Like, it's like whatever I'm watching on my TV because my door's right there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like 2 doors actually. But it's just like he just comes in with like this negative energy.
Right.
And like he's a really stand-up guy. Like he's responsible.
Okay.
He pays like his portion. Like all he does everything correct on paper, but like he's secretly like mad all the time. And it's just like
Okay.
And I've known this person for like you know like 3 or 4 years. So, hi, number 2. But I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just I don't know how much it's just like. It's like negative
energy
I
right?
guess,
No, yeah, it's factual. Yeah.
I say vibes, but he's like, that's pussy crap about vibes.
Well,
I'm like, no,
whatever.
it's actually like a real thing that like,
Right.
people go on. Like
Correct.
me. And he's like, that's pussy shit. I'm like, excuse my language. I'm like,